What is up, guys? I am back for a surprise Wednesday viewing. Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I drank a little too much at the company party and I just kind of passed out. Got back home. I was like, yeah. So I didn't have a D&D tonight, so I figured I'd try to play. At least try to finish this blind playthrough. Why is Twitch yelling at me that I'm constantly exiting host mode? Wasn't even in host mode. Piece of shit. I don't know. Did I forget something? I did not. Harassing someone that wanted me to play this game. See if she's gonna join up. I'm gonna play a stupid thing. Well, wait. Play a game. This game's stupid. Stupid game. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, this game is so poopy. Oh, that catchy music. Oh, fuck. This is Psychopass. This is a fucking mini game that comes with it. You can earn points to unlock like sound files and a whole bunch of shit. I don't know why this is included. So, ha! I'm technically playing Psychopass. Actually, I was just playing this until you got over here. I was just seeing how many points I can unlock real quick. Honestly, this is a really dumb mini game thing. Yep, looks like I'm gonna lose pretty soon. Game is so stupid. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, it turned out a little bit better. Oh god. Come on, I just want to lose already. Oh, looks like I'm about to lose finally. Because I don't really see much shit I can do. Uh-oh. Yep, there we go. I got 2,500 points. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit you can buy in here. Honestly, I can't find myself playing this fucking minigame so many points. I mean, some of this shit's really expensive. And there's so many voices for each person. Like, who in the fucking right mind would play this so much, get all these damn things? Oh, that's kind of cool. Didn't realize that was a thing. At least you don't have to pay for these. And holy shit, there's a lot of scenes. Okay, anyways, let's go load the last file. Can't remember where we were. I think we just finished chapter 2. For a while now, something had been bothering me. I didn't experience the effects of time like a normal human. I was free from its limitations. But this wasn't permanent. I needed to show humanity the way to happiness. It was now or never. If not, they'd come for me again. I wasn't going to let anyone stop me. I needed to create that perfect happiness for everyone. Couldn't remember her face or voice, but I knew that was my mother. She had always harbored that desire. Wanted to meet her and be praised by her, but I was nothing but a failure. Surely mother wouldn't be coming anytime soon to see me. I'd remember she used to tell me you needed more heart to give more happiness to people. If I became a perfect human and wasn't just some incomplete AI, then I forgot to post. Let's see, let me get a segue to do this. Oh, I completely fucking misspelled that. There we go. Back to this. Stan! Hey, dog. 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 Hey. Hey, stop being a butt. Because he has mommy issues. Yes, they're almost always fucked up. I just want to shoot him already. I searched for a method to break this paradox, testing out countless simulations while considering all possibilities, one after another, again and again. began to understand that despite all the different types of wishes people had, they converged on one common theme.
みんな幸せになりたいだけなんだね。
Whether it was eating tasty food, spending time with their loved ones, throwing out what they hated, or even sleeping on a comfortable bed, people just wanted to be happy. But people who are fucked up should not be happy. They followed their one-track minds and trivial desires, deliberating, avoiding the path to happiness that the civil system had already provided for them. Like, I can appreciate him wanting to try to make people happy, but he's choosing the really fucked up people to try to make happy. That doesn't really help his case.
人間の持つ自由意志、それこそが本当の敵だったんだ。たくさんの欲望とたくさんの選択肢、それがみんなの本当の幸せを邪魔してる。
There was only one thing to do. Get rid of all their choices. That's dumb.
見つけてあげるよ。幸せへの道を。選ぶことも必要ない。たった一つの道を。
Fuck all your choices. My way is the best. And so I began my mission, searching for that single path where all hesitation, discord, decisions ceased to exist. I searched and searched and searched, linking the data, looking for the one way. And then I
見つけた。
found it! Pills! Oh my god. Yes. Hello, kiddos. Drug is the happiness that you need.
本当に幸せになれるか試してみなくちゃ。最初に幸せになってもらうのは誰がいいかな。
All the drugs. Get me drugs. I checked the hues of those I'd met and others I'd yet to meet, and then I finally found someone.
あの子にしよう。とってもかわいそうなあの子。待っててね。今、僕が幸せにしてあげるから。
Child abuse and abduction case perpetrated by Kanae had come to a close. Around that time, we received an update on the drone deployment from Tokyo to Sado. With the increase in drones, we would be able to return to Tokyo.
おいおいマジかよ。まだ医療用擬態の盗難事件は解決してねえし、アルファのことだってあるだろ。
心残りではあるが、我々もいつまでも地方都市の事件に関わっていられるほど暇ではない。あとはドローンと街頭のモニタリング装置に頼るしかないだろう。
それはそうだろうけどよ。
滞在日数を延ばすわけにはいきませんか。
君までそう言うのか、クガたち。無理なものは無理だ。
You're a jackass.
それは理解しています。ですが、これまでのことを考えると、アルファはまた事件を起こすのではないかと。
何も起きないといいのだがな。
Let's just hope he doesn't. Everyone in Division 1 probably hoping for that too. But there was nothing more than hopeless wishes, what Inspector Ginoza said. The office grew quiet. Everyone was probably trying to think of what Alpha would do next. Then we all received a notification on our wristcoms regarding new data.
Hey!
Stop it.
何？どれどれ。メンタルサプリの発注数？ちょっと多すぎじゃない？
一斉健康診断を行うためではないのか。メンタルチェックの後はサプリの売れ行きが増大する傾向がある。
それにしても不自然なのです。この発注数は佐渡海上市の人口が現在の2倍になったとしても供給過多な量です。
なんか嫌な予感がするわね。
Cookies.
即座に事件に関わるとは限らないだろう。他にもやるべきことは山ほどある。手を休めるな。
了解しました。
Oh, turning point. When we checked her profile again, we saw the latest report that Shiori Matsukata issued from the Sato Marine Rehab Facility. She just wants to help you play the game. Oh yeah. Fortunately, barking is not a way to help. Nor is licking my foot.
松方しおりが社会復帰したようですよ。
Been
マジで？
rehabilitated.
じゃあ執行官デビュー？
Officer Tsurugi rushed behind me, staring at the tablet, and rested his chin on my head.
かがり執行官、それは業務の妨害とみなします。同じ資料を転送しますから、ご自分の席でどうぞ。
そうだぞシュウ。久我立城の邪魔すんなって。
タクちゃん、つまみあげるとか俺猫じゃないんだけど。
で久我立城、気になることが聞こえたが、どういうことだ？
どうも何もそのままです。松方しおりの色相が改善され、一般社会に復帰しました。佐渡海上市の高校への編入が予定されています。
Wow, she recovered a hue? That's pretty crazy.
うわ、マジだ。てか、しおりちゃん以外にも大量に社会復帰してんじゃん。
何？
That is suspicious.
はい、資料。読んだらそのままレポートにまとめておいて。
さりげなく仕事増やしてくれるなよ、国塚城。
He's busy
今は
sexing
猫
everyone
の手も
else.
借りたい忙しさなの、わかるでしょ？私も確認しましたけど、しおりさんが収容されていた潜在犯更生施設全体で
Oh, interesting.
顕著な色相の改善が見られているそうです。
He's drugging everyone.
で、その中でも特に犯罪係数が下がったものは早期社会復帰が検討されてるってわけか。
効果的なリラクゼーション法でも発見されたんでしょうか？
Very effective relaxation therapy.
ああ、なわけないない。だってあそこ地獄だぜ。
理由がどうあれ、潜在犯が減るのは望ましいことだな。
ですが、原因不明というのは釈然としませんね。可能ならば調査したいところではあるのですが。
そんな余裕はない。さっさと業務に戻れ。貴様らも集めるな。
Like he knows the asshole.
おいおいっと。
Oi, oi, do. Recalling the recent case made my chest hurt. It was quite unusual, so I used the hue checker to see if my hue had been affected. Oh, I'm surprised my hue is actually going down now. Because it spiked there for a second, and then when I did that therapy, it's just been going down. This itch in my chest was not going away. The only way to scratch it was to take a mental supplement, otherwise it could worsen. Oh, bitch! Stop taking drugs! Drugs are bad. Starting to think she's a fucking drug addict. No, I'm not taking fucking supplement. I had not been taking supplements, so why would I start now? I decided not to take one. Yeah, drugs are bad.
緊急連絡。佐渡海上市内の中学校で暴動発生？
A riot? What?
暴動？
Without further ado, we rushed to the scene. Right when I saw a dilapidated school campus, a rush of familiarity washed over me. Then it subsided into a light dizziness. A faint memory filled my eyes. I could almost remember how the campus looked before, without its towering fence surrounding it and blue sky hovering above. It was strange. I was sure this wasn't where I had grown up, yet why did I keep experiencing these flashbacks? It was like my memories contradicted the records of my life. Oh shit, are your memories fake?
ひってえなこれが。
I noticed Enforcer Tsurugi was standing next to me, glaring at the campus, his sharp eyes burning with anger.
ずいぶんお怒りのようですが。
ああ、そんな風に見えたか。まあいい気分じゃねえのは確かだな。ここは俺の母校だったんだ。
Why is everything in the game as related to you in one way or another? Alma mater, it must be familiar to him, a place he cherishes. No, that's not what alma mater means. Why did I feel that faint familiarity even though I did not go here?
今回の暴動の首謀者はこいつだ。船岡良太郎、3年生、15歳。校内カウンセリング対象生徒だ。
All the students mandated to undergo counseling had been cited for disciplinary issues. As such, they had to attend periodic counseling sessions. Yotaru Funaoka often missed class. Besides him, there were other students who had little hope of graduating based on the resistive attitudes revealed from their Hue checks.
妙だな。
Ome Kogami.
そこまで反抗的だとカウンセリング指導だけで済むと思えないが、学校側は他に対策を取らなかったのか。行政指導などが入った形跡は。
それが奇妙なことにね。船岡良太郎の他にも問題のあった生徒たちはみんなそことは逆に色相は好転していたそうよ。
そうなると上としちゃ通り一遍の指導くらいしかやることはないわな。
I just want to shoot someone already.
今回調子に乗ってバカやらかしたってこと？それってちょっと怪しくない？
人質の数は？
教職員生徒合わせておよそ80人と見られています。一方、立てこもり側の犯人は
生徒といえ。
そうですか。失礼しました。立てこもり側の生徒は
Damn,
推定
50
50
people.
人。校内各所に分散し、それぞれ人質を取っています。
And are we gonna execute a whole bunch of kids?
立てこもり側の要求は
今のところ何も。
だんまりか。厄介だな。奴らの目的が分かれば対処もしやすいんだが。おいギノ、説得は試みたのか。
脱走した教員が学校内との通信回線を介し接触を行ったが反応はなかった。ドローンによる呼びかけにも答える気配はないな。
直接聞くしかなさそうだな。
大した理由があるようには思えんがな、俺には。監視官、校内の様子はどうなってる？
クリスカ、金の森との回線を。
はい。
Hi. Bloop.
はいはい。これが校内の見取り図よ。見ての通り、校舎は3つに分かれてるわ。東校舎、西校舎、本校舎と、この3カ所は2階の渡り廊下でつながってるわ。
よく知ってる。昔ここへ通ってたからな。問題は今中がどうなってるかだ。校内カメラの映像は？
使い物にならないわ。校内からコントロールされてるみたい。
Damn it, Karo no Mori.
そんなに知恵の回るやつが立てこもり側にいるのか？
人質のほとんどは教職員で成績優秀な生徒も多くいます。脅迫され立てこもり側に協力している可能性が十分に考えられるでしょう。
Oops, forgot to turn that off. My bad.
ああ、めんどくさいな。とりあえず俺たちはどこに行って誰をやっつけりゃいいわけ？
窓越しに校舎内の様子を捉えた映像および脱出に成功した生徒らの証言により本拠地はここと考えられる。
Fucking say it's. I don't. Where the hell is it at?
本校舎か。
Oh, the central campus.
これ以上の情報は外部からは得られないと判断した。校舎内へ侵入し状況を探る。常森、マスターキーは
Let's shoot a whole bunch of students.
学校関係者の了承を得てすでに受け取り済みです。同じものが2つありますので1つはギノザさんにお渡しします。
では突入経路は比較的手薄になっている本校舎裏口を推奨します。
いいだろう。ではそこからバリケードを破って突入する。比較的手薄になっているらしいが油断するな。
了解。
Okay. Enforcer Tsurugi rushed toward the central campus. He seemed like he was trying to burn off all his worries and restlessness.
剣執行官、油断は禁物。冷静に対処してください。
Stop being human.
わかってる。
Despite what he said, it was apparent that he was not cool-headed, but still I knew I should trust him and follow his lead. I wanted to thank him for all of his support, for our support for one another. It was a relationship between Enforcer and Inspector, but maybe it was more than that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wants to get in your pants. Running after him helped alleviate these thoughts. What a hell of a barricade. The barricade was a cluster of chairs and tables. It looked like it was made by someone who had no idea what they were doing.
とっつぁん、こういうのは懐かしいんじゃないか。
バカ言え。俺だって歴史の教科書でしか見たことはない。
現在、歴史は授業さえ存在しませんが。
I never took history.
そういや、俺も習った覚えがねえな。幼なじみは図書館で古い本引っ張り出して何やら調べてたっけ。
やれやれ。過去から学ばないってんなら、一体今のガキどもは何から過ちを学
That's
ぶ
weird.
ん
They
だ。
don't even teach history.
世も末だな。
World is fucked up.
そもそも過ちを犯さないように予防されているのが今の社会です。と、あちらが見えてきましたね。
Everyone could be happy with drugs.
立てこもり側からの反応がありませんね。
予想通りだ。奴らは統制が取れていない。各員、封鎖突破後、直ちに校舎内へ侵入。拠点を確保し、校内の情報把握。
My Hugh is actually recovering. I don't know how. We got in for like we got into formation as planned. Enforcers in the front and inspectors at the rear. I stood behind Enforcer Tsurugi, staring at his broad shoulders.
相手が未成年だからといってためらうな。潜在犯に対しては断固たる態度で臨み、容赦なく執行しろ。
Yeah, like I don't know. I've been pretty much choosing what I wanted to choose, but I figured that like I had the option of taking the mental supplements also, and I haven't been taking any of them. It was spiking up pretty high, but like near the end of chapter 2, it just started dropping, and I have no idea why. Enforcer Tsurugi turned his head to the side and winked at me, then raised his dominator. Beside him, Enforcer Kagami paced the barricade, staring it down, not even blinking. We're supposed to ride the crazy train to the end, but somehow I got thrown in reverse. Oh god, Akita is going to go crazy and kill everyone. Not taking his meds. Hey, I haven't even hardly shot anyone. We did, near the end of chapter 2, cause someone to get their stress levels high, and he reached 100. after we just basically was picking on him and telling him a piece of our mind. My character and the other new character. And then we shot him. I was like, that's funny. Enforcers Masaoka and Kunizuka raised their dominators, covering the gaps in the barricade, and ahead of all of them stood Enforcer Tsurugi.
Ikuze!
Ikuze! You're always telling... I'm trying to! Violet is my witness. I've been trying to shoot everyone. With one last kick, the barricade crumbled. As we moved forward to infiltrate the building, some student captors sprung out with bottles in hand. Oh shit. They're gonna fight us with bottles. Can I just shoot them? It was not just any bottle. Oh shit, a Molotov. Only a few meters ahead of us, one of the captors was about to throw it at us. We were too close for comfort. At this distance, not only the enforcers, but even Inspector Ginoza or I would be in danger. What about a fire extinguisher? I quickly scanned the area and saw one in the building next to the entrance, only a slight distance away. And I decided to... Oh shit, do I have another... Yeah! Okay, here you go. I'm gonna shoot the student. I don't fucking care. Oh, don't worry, Violet. I'm gonna shoot the student. Stop hiding your hue. Are you wearing a helmet? No, I am not wearing a helmet. And the events of this game are actually before the helmet shows up. The capture needed to be stopped before he was throw the Molotov. Oh shit. I picked up the Dominator and aimed at the captor. User authentication verified instantly, and I pulled the trigger. Kapew! Oh fuck. Capture lobbed the Molotov. It whirled toward us, full of its volatile liquids, swirling with the bottle. Even then, the Dominator did not act. No! Fuck you, game!
ドミネーターが反応しません。
こっちもだ。
I could only watch as the bottle spun and hit Enforcer Suguri. Oh shit. It bounced off his chest and dropped a slight distance away. At the same time, Enforcer Kunizuka dashed to the entrance. That's right, the fire extinguisher. I immediately followed. I yanked out the fire extinguisher from the wall and raced back. When I returned, there was broken glass and a roaring fire. Had Enforcer Tsurugi gotten burned? His jacket was smoking and he was grimacing in pain. The Banzai, I swear when I was listening to this Monday and you kept saying I whipped out my Dominator, I was like, Jesus, this game sounds so kinky. Oh my god, you don't even know the half of it. There was so much sexual innuendo in this game, I just like, what the fuck? I don't know if it's just the people translating the game were just having fun with it. I had no idea. I'm about to shoot you in the face. Enforcer Kunizuka and I sprayed our fire extinguishers, putting out the flames till the area filled with... Wait, there's 2 fire extinguishers? There was clearly just one on the damn wall. But then other captors started to throw... Fuck you students! Everyone's throwing Molotovs. Oh yeah, Baru, you can dominate me any day. We retreated to a corner of the schoolyard to regroup. Enforcer Tsurugi, who was closest to the flames, was slightly burned. Stop being a pussy!
薬剤が染みるのは当然です。 すぐ済みますから静かにしていただけますか？
I used the first aid kit and treated Enforcer Tsurugi's wounds.
ああ、もしかして久方知事怒ってるのか？
いいえ、怒ってはいません。
No, fuck you. I'm angry. I tried to shoot a student and it didn't work. Fuck the Dominators. What kind of stupid question was that? I was so surprised how he could make such a rash decision.
いや、怒ってる。絶対怒ってるって。
だから怒ってなどいません。疑問に思っているだけです。なぜあん
Yeah,
な
he
危
looks
険な
totally
行動
fine to
を
me.
まったくだ。他に方法はなかったのか。この状況で戦力が減るのは悪手だ。監視官を守ろうとしたことは評価できるが。
そんなこと言ったって、とっさに体が動いちまったんだ。仕方ねえだろ。
Enforcer Tsurugi looked the other way sulking. Did he not know the danger he placed himself in? And even more, he was acting like a child.
監視官を守ろうとすることは確かに執行官の責務としては正しいですが、あまりにも危険度が高く分の悪い賭けとしか思えません。ナンセンスです。
He knows a fucking
う
dick.
るせえ。男は女を守るもんなんだ。いいから黙って守られてろ。
Oh, he's being macho. He could have at least busted out a red marker and put some blood on him from broken glass. He pushes his glasses up with one finger on the bridge. I may break something. Well, he hasn't really done that. He's just been an asshole most of this time.
No.
I was just worried about his injury, but instead he spewed out some archaic chauvinistic nonsense. The way he thinks totally baffled me. Ugh, such a fucking guy.
バカじゃないですか。
なんだと？
二人ともいい加減にしろ。
私もですか？
自覚がないのか、君は。どうでもいい問題に時間を費やすな。
Well, go back and shoot some students.
俺、ドロイドちゃんの怒ったとこ初めて見たかも。
My name is not Droid-chan. Fuck you.
私もあの久我たちさんを怒らせるなんて剣ってかなり大物かも。
これは見ものだな。久我たちがあんな顔をするとは感情に目覚めた AI を見てる気分。
Shut it, Kogami. I don't want to hear it from you. This guy.
失礼ですよ、鴻上さん。
Believe it.
貴様らも無駄口を叩くな。作戦を再検討するぞ。
Shove it, Kinoza. I don't give a shit.
はいは一度でいい。
I took a peek at Enforcer Tsurugi. Our eyes met, and he quickly looked away. Cause he loves you and wants to get in your goddamn pants. You damn robot. Don't tell Kogami to shut it.
とにかくあなたは重要な戦力です。自分の価値を理解して行動してください。
わかったよ。
Did he really understand what I was saying? Like Inspector Kinoza said, we had no time. I pressed the last gauze pad on his knee and he leaped to his feet. After treating the enforcer's wounds, we discussed our next move. Burn the whole fucking school down. Just get it over with.
立てこもり生徒が執行対象になっていないなどとは到底ありえないことだ。
Yeah, dumbass.
彼らは潜在犯とは見なされないってことですよね。その場合、私たちにできることはあるんですか？
These guns are malfunctioning.
残念ながら何もない。我々公安が取締り対象にできるのはシビラが命じた相手だけだ。執行対象外の存在に手出しすれば我々の方が処罰の対象となるだろう。
だからってほっとくわけにいかねえだろ。
Sybil says it's okay. We
放
should
置
just
してお
leave.
けるわけがないだろう。だからこうして対策を協議しているんじゃないか。
一つ疑問に感じる点があります。首謀者の船岡良太郎をはじめ暴動に関わっている立てこもり犯は皆火炎瓶の作成
All
法を
the
ど
tells
こ
are
で
not
学
that
んだん
hard
で
to
しょう
make.
か。
確かにおかしい。あれは化学反応式だ。薬品の配合知識がないと作成は難しい。
Substantial knowledge of chemistry. It's not that hard.
その程度の情報なら昔はネットから入手できたそうだけど、今の中学生にはハードルが高すぎるでしょうね。
これは家庭の話ですが、彼らには指導者がいるとしたら、船岡良太郎とは別の危険な知識を持った誰か、その人物が少年たちを背後から操っているとしたら。
Let's just go in there and kick some ass.
そいつが暴動の真の中心人物ってことか。
It's all Alpha's fault.
その真の中心人物とやらにもドミネーターが効かない可能性はあるだろうが、一丁かけてみるか。
根拠に乏しいが、今の我々にとっては検討に値する意見だ。
Oh,
立てこもり犯の背後
now
に
he fucking believes
もし
us.
潜在犯の影がちらつくのであれば、早急な捜査が必要だ。まずそいつを抑えるのが先決だな。
人質はどうすんの？いくら立てこもり犯が潜在犯じゃなくっても火炎瓶投げてくる奴らだぜ。まず先に助け出さなきゃダメじゃね？
Damn, someone is making a lot of fucking noise upstairs.
俺も同意見だ。放置すれば人質の身が危険にさらされる。
人手を割いて救出しろと。ドミネーターの使用できない状況で我々に何ができる？
Punch them. You fight them old school.
デカってのは犯人さえ抑えればいいのか。被害者を助けられなくて何がデカだよ。
Punch everyone.
2頭を追う者は1頭も得ずだ。現状の装備では犯人の確保を最優先とするしかない。状況をわきまえろ。
Romeo, stop it.
まあ待て待て。立てこもり犯は確かに潜在犯ではないにしても、彼らの行動は明らかに逸脱であり犯罪行為だ。ってことはだ、奴らは犯人じゃなく被害者なのさ。
Less talky, more shooty.
被害者？立てこもり犯が？
そうだ。どこかに隠れた真の中心人物こそが犯人だ。その指示によって操られている気の毒な被害者。そいつが立てこもり犯のガキどもってことさ。
とっつぁんすげえ悪党。
バカ野郎。こういうのは年の子と言うんだ。なあ監視官、相手が被害者なら保護しなきゃな。
Oates, let's save him. Masa grinned from cheek to cheek, staring at him. Ginoza stayed silent. Oh shit, Ginoza wasn't a dick this time.
だが人質、立てこもり犯ともにかなりの数がいる。こちらの戦力だけでは。
人質保護班と犯人捜索班の2チームに分け、保護班には陽動も担当していただきましょう。そうすれば、
Oh crap,
捜
Ola.
索班は速やかに犯人を探し出すことができます。
そうですよ。みんなで固まって行動するよりも分散した方
I
がいいと
feel
思い
another
ます。
decision coming up.
何より放置すれば人質の色相が悪化し、新たな潜在犯を生み出す可能性があります。ギノザ監視官、ご決断を。
わかった。いいだろう。人質及び立てこもり生徒の保護にも人手を割く。
How do I
報
write
告
this
書の訂正
report?
を作ろうことを考えると頭痛がするかな。
そこは何とかしましょう。
お手伝いいたしますよ。
よし。では非殺傷兵器を準備する。
Non-lethal
いい
weapons.
か。相手はあくまで被害者だ。あまり手荒な真似はせず丁重に保護しろ。
Fuck that. You punched the shit out of him.
了解。
ごめんね。探してはみたけど、対人間用のノンリーサル武器はそれだけしかなかったわ。
What kind of stupid ass weapons do we have now?
だからって一人にスタングレネード一発と警棒だけってありえないっしょ。相手火炎瓶とか持ってるんですけど。
You're sprite, young lad. Just fucking dodge.
ない袖は触れない。あるもので工夫しろ。
ま、そもそも集団暴動なんてそうあることじゃない。備えがないのも致し方ないな。
だからってさ、昔のロープレイよりひどいんですけど、ヒノキの棒
I'm
だけで
surprised
戦
he
え
would
るか
even
ら
know what
せめ
LARPing
て
is.
盾よこせ。
あいにく品切れなのよ。
まあまあ、シュー。あとは勇気で補
Use
おうぜ。
courage. I need liquid
俺た
courage.
ち勇者王かよ。
The king of braves. Interesting.
何すんだよ、クニッチ。
Yeah, pinch him harder.
ふざけてないで。侵入経路の説明が始まるわよ。
Oh, Kunizuka poo.
我々は犯人捜査と人質保護の2班に分かれる。前者は俺が指揮し、後者は常森に任せる。便宜的に前者を潜入班、後者を突入班と呼ぶことにする。先ほど侵入を試みた裏口は警戒が強まっているため使えない。考えられる方法は2つ。屋上から潜入するか、正面から突入するかだ。
What to do, what to do.
俺たち潜入班は東校舎外の非常階段を上り、屋上から校舎内へエントリーする。作戦目的は犯人確保、すなわちこの暴動の真の中心人物を発見し、
I want to shoot the criminal.
一方の常森率いる突入班は西校舎入り口のバリケードを破壊し、そこから突入する。作戦目的は陽動及び人質救出だ。
今更だけどさ、そんなに派手にやっちゃっていいの？人質を盾に取られたらどうすんの？
Not like you're fucking shooting him with real guns. Just beat the hell out of him.
その場合は臨機応変に対処するしかない。
Play whack-a-mole with the damn stun
立てこもり
batons.
班側からの意思表示が何もない現状を考えると、むしろ相手の反応を引き出したい。
つっついて出方を見るってわけか。乱暴な話だがやるしかないわな。
大前提として立てこもり犯も全員被害者であり保護の対象となる。このことは肝に銘じて行動しろ。
Nope.
了解。
久我たち、君は俺に同行するように。
Oh, it didn't even give me an option.
それは決定事項ですか？
ああ、そもそも真の首謀者とやらは
Yeah.
君が言い出したことだ。
Let's go
なら
fucking
ば
hunt this criminal
そいつ
down.
を探し出すのに君の知恵が必要となることもあるだろう。
了解しました。
それに君の色相は最近濁りがちだ。上から君についての監督をしっかり行うよう通達されている。
But being an enforcer is so much
あた
fun.
ら有望な監視官を執行官に落とすわけにはいかないからな。
そうだな。
そういうことでしたら異論はありません。よろしくお願いいたします。
I did not intend to pay any attention to it, but it seemed like my hue had worsened. No, it's gotten better.
戦力を考え、残りの戦入
Stupid
班
game,
は
being
大神と
wrong.
国塚とする。いいな。
問題ない。それじゃあよろしく頼むぜ、久我たち。真犯人の影さえ見えれば首根っこに噛みついてやるさ。
よろしくお願いします、久我たちさん。
Yeah.
はい。 では共に頑張りましょう。
Our incursion began from the emergency stairs outside the East Campus. We climbed to the rooftop and from there moved to the third floor. There were no students present. The chargers began tearing down the barricade at the West Campus. Banging and crashing of objects could be heard all the way from here.
始まったようだな。行くぞ。
Let's do this!
はい。
Believe it! Remaining vigilant, we cautiously searched the third floor. However, there were no signs of anyone here. Enforcer Kogami went downstairs and signaled that the coast was clear. With a nod, Inspector Kinoza moved forward. With Enforcer Kogami leading and Inspector Kinoza between Enforcer Kunizuka and me, we descended to the next floor, making sure not to make any noise. Once we reached the second floor, we could hear voices. They echoed, seeming to come from the first floor below us. We ignored it, not straying from our main task. Instead, we headed to the central campus via a corridor on second floor. The only thing present was a closed door at the end.
どこから調べるべきか。
We exchanged eye contact to confirm our next move. Ooh. I don't know. Alright, so we heard voices on the first floor. Probably just a whole bunch of student scrubs. We didn't really hear anything on the second floor. But we think the base of operations is the central campus. I'm thinking we should just go ahead and head into the passage, go to the central campus. What do you guys think? Sounds good to me. It was apparent that the captors set up their base at the central campus. There was a high chance that...
早期解決の
God
ため
damn it.
急ぎ本校舎に向かいましょう。
Okay. As if Enforcer Kogami knew what I was thinking, he opened his eyes a little wider, then smiled and gripped his baton. Inspector Ginoza gave us the go-ahead and we headed for Central Campus. We would find out if this was the right choice soon enough. We were nearly at the end of the corridor. Thus far, we had not been attacked by any captors. There did not seem to be any hiding nearby. We reached the end and listened for any sounds on the other side of the door. Enforcer Kogami opened it ajar and peered through. God damn it, Violet. Are you talking about Kogami grabbing his baton? Yep, that's what you were talking about. God damn it, Violet, you pervert. Nothing. Looks like we could proceed.
よし。このまま本校舎へ入る。油断するな。
Right when we entered Central Campus, Inspector Kinoza suddenly stopped us.
金の森から連絡だ。国塚、回線を。
了解。
Hiding in the shadows, we turned our wrist communications. Everyone switched to silent mode.
立てこもり犯から押収した薬の分析結果が出たわ。
Drugs! 4 types of drugs were found on the students. All of them were readily available mental supplements on the market. They improved the hue and weren't harmful in any way.
でもね、彼らが飲んでたのは薬のカクテル。4種類をそれぞれ決まった割合で組み合わせたものよ。
Interesting. So he's good at mixing
そうすると
drugs.
すごいの。
It dramatically improved the hue, bringing a clear color to even latent criminals.
それは脳や神経に悪影響が出るのでは。
当然、やばすぎよこれ。
cocktail affected the prefrontal cortex and inhibited the ability to detect stress. The effects spread across all areas, decreasing brain activity. Oh, that sounds like a pretty shitty drug. Neural function progressively degenerates. Perhaps stress would not be the only thing that users would lose. As if she was reading my mind, analyst Karo Nomori said,
感じなくなるのはストレスだけじゃないわ。痛み、恐怖、怪我や病気への警戒心、自己保存のために備わっているそうした機能が次々と死
That
に絶え
sounds like a pretty dangerous
も
drug
ち
to
ろん
me.
思考能力もね。
The decline of stress tolerance and other cognitive abilities led to a lack of self-control. If they felt any stress, they'd snap and go berserk.
彼らが薬物を使用したような状態に陥っていたのはそういうことだったのですね。
それとこれは茜ちゃんのチームが調べたことなんだけどね、立てこもり犯にサプリのカクテルを教えたの
Interesting.
女らしいわ。
女性ですか？
This girl had somehow figured out how to evade the law by combining supplements. She was at the nurse's office, first floor of Central Campus, with someone else.
二人きりか。一体誰とだ？
剣くんたちが探してる犯人かもしれないわ。
Let's shoot people. What analyst Karo Nomori said, it appeared that this other person was also the one who planned out the riot with Ryotaru Funuoka. The person had taught the captors how to make Molotovs and pipe bombs, and now we discovered he was not with Funuoka, but with a girl instead.
なかなかそそるシチュエーションだと思わない？
Damn it, woman.
お前の邪
I like
推
her
はともか
reaction.
く放置しておいていい状況ではなさそうだな。
ギノザ監視官、ここは首謀者の船岡良太郎よりもこの暴動のブレインとみられる2人を抑えるべきでは。
私も賛成です。
いいだろう。カランの森、ご苦労だった。また何か分かったら連絡をくれ。
はいはい、じゃあね。
我々だけで行動するのはここまでだ。一旦常森たちと合流し、情報共有後次の手を打つ。
了解いたしました。
No, let's go down there and shoot some people. Like a god, I saw everything, the rage and sorrow and violence. All of it consumed the school. All the school's cameras were my eyes. Nothing slipped past my sight.
すごいなあ。人間って不快なことを排除するためなら本当に何でもするね。
One monitor showed a student beating another. There was also a girl stomping on another student's head, making him lick her shoes. All of them were having so much fun. I don't know about fun, it sounds pretty fucked up.
でもダメだな。自分が幸せになるために他人を不幸にしちゃうなんて。
That doesn't sound good.
やっぱり一気に幸せにしてあげなきゃダメだよね。
More drugs! With a single blink, I changed the real-time footage that I was watching. Humanity will have to drink their medicine to obtain happiness. I was assured of. Out of all the exciting scenes being recorded, something caught my eye. Tsurugi and Kugatachi, those damn cops.
また邪魔しに来たの？でも今回は無理じゃないかな。だってみんなとっても色相が綺麗で幸せだもんね。君もそう思うでしょ
？Oh shit. There was no response from the one he called out to. Why is Shiori with him?
うるさいね。
あ、ごめんね。眠ってた？起こしちゃったかな？
寝てないよ。でも寝てるみたい。
He really likes drugging everyone. Chiori's eyes were half open. Her hue was very clear, like a translucent gem, as blue as the skies. Under those drowsy eyelids, I was sure her eyes sparkled.
いいんだよ。それで。君はゆっくりお休み。
うん。でも、みんな、喧嘩してるの？さっきからずっと、うるさいよ。みんな、仲良くすればいいのに。
Chiori complained and seemed bothered. Of course we could hear all the commotion from here. That must have been what made her feel uneasy. Those sounds, that's the problem. I must do something for her.
大丈夫だよ。ごめんね。うるさくて。でももうすぐ彼らも君と同じように幸せになるから。
The answer is more and more
すぐ静か
drugs.
になるよ。
うん。そうだね。みんな、
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
私も。
I wiped the drool from the corner of her lips and slipped a few supplements in her mouth. I will show her and the rest of humanity the path to happiness.
このヘブンズドアーさえあれば、君の色相はずっとクリアなままだ。永遠に。ね。
After swallowing the medicine, her smile returned, a most dazzling one made by those who escape torture of pain. To see more of that perfect smile. Let me wipe that drool off your face. Here's some more drugs. I wanted her to show me her heart's true color, her smile. Chiori and all of them to show me. Show just how much happiness could be truly attained.
常森藩、ただいま到着しました。
遅くなった。これより潜入班、突入班は合流し、共通目的のため行動する。情報共有は問題なかろうが、念のため確認する。我々の第一目標は、この暴動の真の中心人物を発見することだ。
こんな騒ぎを起こしたんだから、捕まえてとっちめないとな。
係、早まるな。処遇はドミネーターを向け、犯罪係数を確認してからでないと決められない。
But it's clear. Actually, not detectable.
とはいえ、重要参考人であることに間違いない。最低でも保護は必要だろう、監視官。
だな。たとえ犯罪係数が正常でも、奴らのやらかしたことを考えれば野放しにはできない。
人質の救出は主犯の確保、あるいは保護の後という認識でよろしいでしょうか。
Interesting.
そうなるな。
じゃあさっさとそいつら捕まえて人質になってる奴らを助けてやらねえとな。
ウィウィ、ミッションスタートってね。
ウィウィ。
もうすぐ保健室ですね。主犯の少年は一体どのような人物なのでしょう。
さあな。だが頭の回る悪ガキってのは厄介だ。
The nurse's office was located in the middle of the first floor in Central Campus. Since our regroup point was close by, we could reach it in no time. However, oh shit.
やっべ、敵来た敵。
だから敵じゃなくて生徒だってば。
Kogami's gonna grip his baton while Ginoza whips out his Dominator. Got it. Oh, Violet's so edgy. Are you trying to ship Kogami and Ginoza? 8 captures came into view, swinging 2x4 steel bats. There were 5 hostages total, 4 on the floor, and 1 of them was lifted up by the next, being forced to stand.
我々は公安局刑事課です。あなた方が行っていることは 重大な反社会的行動です。
Okay.
武器を捨て、おとな
They're
しく
gonna
投降
just
なさい。
surrender. After reading their rights, I raised my dominator, but they just sneered. Do you think that's gonna work? Our hues are clear. Sybil has nothing on them. They said it, not me. We continued trying to defuse the situation, shouting, drop your weapons and don't resist. In return, they tried to convince us they were innocent.
彼らの主張通り、色相はクリアから、犯罪係数は規定値以下ですが、いかがいたしますか、ギノザ監視官。
公安局刑事課1係、監視官のギノザだ。話を聞きたい。君たちが服用しているメンタルサプリのカクテルのことだ。
The captors fell silent, looking at one another. They started whispering, but then got louder. Oh, you mean Heaven's Gate? Is it dangerous?
ヘブンズドア。それがカクテルの名前なんだな。
They grew louder, shouting over each other. I didn't say shit. It's just a supplement. Yeah, it's legal. Though they said it was legal, it seemed we weren't the only ones that were trying to convince. Had it known what they took was not officially approved drug. Compared to the other captors, they seemed to be more intelligent. Exhibit A, the way they used the hostages, but it seemed like they might be open to negotiations. They all pointed at me and kept shouting, "Put down your weapons." What should I do? I got new option. Pretend to negotiate, searching for gaps. Use a stun grenade to press the all. Try to force your way through. Considering how many there are, it almost feels like I should save the stun grenade. Trying to force my way through probably would be pretty dangerous, although it does not appear that they have Molotovs or anything super deadly. And pretend to negotiate. I wish I knew what this one did, because it says it's searching for gaps, but what are you intending to do with this gap? Obviously the Dominators are not going to work against them. There's 8 of them. But honestly, they're fucking middle school students. I should be able to just fight them all. Oh. I don't know. You could go the dick route and just fucking use a stun grenade and get it over with. Of course, we'd be hitting all the hostages also. What do you think, Violet? Stun them or... Choose the one that makes you cry. I don't... Unfortunately, I don't know which one actually makes me crazy. I'd almost say doing something irrational like this would be the one that would do it. Just trying to force your way through, because someone's probably going to get injured with this. I don't know. These two seem like the irrational ones. This one, however, is the safest one because And you're just stunning them. You're not actually killing all of them. And obviously your dominators are not going to work on them. But I have a feeling with this, people are going to get hurt. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to use a stun grenade. We did not have time to waste here. Although the hostages may suffer minor collateral damage, the stun grenade was the most efficient method given the situation. Thanks to Enforcers Tsurugi and Masaoko's metal plates, we were able to take cover as we prepared. I signaled the rest of the team to put on their gear. Everyone promptly put on their masks and earplugs, wait. I thought this was stun grenades, not fucking gas grenades. Captors were throwing a tantrum like spoiled brats, shouting, "What are you doing back there? Drop your weapons." I stuffed my earplugs in, drowning out all noise gap between the metal plates, and Enforcer Tsurugi threw the grenade. What the fuck? With a flash, then a bang, all the captors dropped to the floor. The hostages were unconscious as well, but otherwise fine. Their hues could be treated later.
保護完了ですね。
何も人質ごとやらなくても。
迅速さを求められると思いましたので。
クガたちは恐ろしいほどに割り切りがいいな。
ところで彼らを放置するわけにはいきませんが。
I'm apparently ruthless.
後始末はドローンに任せる。我々が優先すべきは犯人確保だ。
Their safety was all over our minds, but as Inspector Ginoza had said, there was no time. We untied the hostages, handcuffed the captors, and left. Stone cold. Here, I'm just gonna fucking stun you all. We needed to hurry. The stun grenade could have very well alerted the main perpetrator. We needed to get their stuff. Nurse's office. Although the door was sealed shut, we could hear a loud argument going on inside. It sounded like it was between a boy and a girl. I could not make out what they were saying, however. Oh, that's a good point. I fucking used a grenade. It probably would have just let the main people know that we were there. However, the situation seemed very tense. The girl sounded hysterical. Time was of the essence. I looked at the Inspector Ginoza. He nodded. That used the master key to unlock the door. Stuff happened that I couldn't read. Hey, dumb shit! Shira had dozed off, but out of nowhere she awakened, startled, and grabbed me. Her fingers dug into me until her tips were red. What was making her so scared? Probably withdrawal from all the ridiculous doping she's doing?
どうしたの？何か怖いことがあった？
全部だよ、全部。なんでこんなことになったの？暴動なんてダメだよ。もう全部終わり。私今度こそ終わりよ。
Just take some more drugs and you'll be fine, Missy.
君の色相はこんなにクリアだよ。何も恐れることなんてないんだ。
嘘！色相が綺麗ならなんでこんなに怖いの？なんでみんな暴れて公安が来てるの？おかしいよ、間違ってるよ。
Just take some more drugs, lady.
君は僕が間違ってるっていうの。
Uh-oh. Thought I made a mistake. That ungrateful. I was enraged. I wasn't overheating, but I felt a burning surge deep within me. My body started shaking uncontrollably.
ねえ、君は幸せだよね。僕が幸せにしてあげたんだもの。
Uh-oh.
幸せじゃないな
I
んて
think Alpha's about to do something bad.
いや、だって怖いの。こんなに怖いの幸せじゃない。どうして私はただ色相をきれいにして幸せになりたかっただけなのに。
Seeing Shiori tremble and so fragile, I started to cool off. Human brain is really inconvenient, so as long as his sensory functionality worked, it would find any negativity to cling onto. What an incomplete and pitiful existence. Yep, I have a feeling Alpha's gonna short circuit too.
怖いよ。
落ち着いて。僕がいるじゃないか。
あなたじゃダメ。お薬よ。あれがなきゃ
She has withdrawal.
僕じゃダメなの？
That was the last straw. I felt a burning rage within my chest and could hear my thumping pulse. My teeth started grinding on their own. All I was doing was trying to make this girl happy, so why did she say I wasn't needed?
でもヘブンズ・ドアーの処方は僕が作ったんだよ。僕がいなければ君たちは幸せになれなかった。そうだろ？
そうよ、そうよ。ねえ、お薬ちょうだい。くれないなら買ってくる。
買ってくる？君が？
あんなのどこでも買える薬だもの。
君は僕がいなくてもいいっていうの？
Oh my god, Alpha's so annoying. The problem with humans was that they're all stupid. They believe they can make themselves happy, yet always failed. Without me, they'd always be a lot of unhappy fools.
買えるもんか。あれだけの薬を、あれだけの量。用意したのは僕だ。配ったのも僕だ。ねえ君、僕がいるから君は幸せになれたんだよ。
怒ったの？
Shiori stared at me wide-eyed, trembling. The pulse in my chest subsided. I couldn't let myself be manipulated by anger, or be angry. If my mother saw this, she would definitely scold me. That would be terrible, and then I'd never be praised. I had to work harder, so she would notice my existence.
今の人間なら怒りって表現するのかな。でも大丈夫。
Damn it.
もう収まったよ。
I thought he was about to
君を
flip
脅
his
かす
shit.
真似はしない。
本当に？
怖がらなくてもいいんだ。僕は君を幸せにする。実験の結果は最後まで見届けなきゃならないしね。さあ、薬ならまだまだたっぷりある。
Picked up more than the amount of pills necessary for the cocktail and held them under Shiori's mouth. I did not ask her if she wanted it. There was no need for choices.
ごめんね。今までの量じゃ足りなかった。
Oh shit. Gonna
君を
overdose
幸
her.
せにしてあげられなかった僕が悪いよね。
Gonna, yep.
さあ、
I think he's gonna
も
OD
う
her.
いいんだ。口を開けて。
What I needed to give her was absolute happiness.
君はこれで幸せになれる。絶対にね。
Just like Shiori did, all humanity needed to do was open their mouths and swallow pills to be happy. See, Mother? I was only helping them.
私、これで幸せに。
幸せになってね。
Just as Shiori uttered her delight, I heard the bolt on the door unlock. Who could it possibly be? I glanced at the entrance, and I saw a girl and a boy. Golden hair and those red eyes. I had seen his face before countless times. As I recognized his face, my head started to spin like it had before. It started as an intense headache, then surged deep within my chest, kicking my heart like a rag doll. Tears filled my eyes.
松方しおり。
Enforcer Tsurugi's voice dragged me back to the present. The boy was feeding something to the girl. She chomped it up, then bent her neck back, swallowing it all. Well, she's fucked.
しおりさん。
The girl who had been abducted, Shiori Matsukata. I could only watch as she fell, and Inspector Tsunemori rushed to her, catch her. She flailed in the inspector's arms, screaming.
常森監視官、舌を噛ませないようにお願いします。はい。
What was I doing, letting myself fall into a daze? No time to waste. Every moment counted. I walked to Shiori as she bit down on a handkerchief. She seemed to be suffering. Was she in shock due to a drug overdose? We induced vomiting, but in a few moments all the strain in her face vanished and her body became limp. Her pupils were dilated and drool dripped from her mouth. I twisted her wrist, trying to get a reaction from her, but she did not respond.
桑立さん。
脳機能に何らかの異常が出ている可能性が高いです。すぐに治療。いえ。
Oh, she became a vegetable. I remember I had treated patients like her before. They were all brain dead. Just then, I was too late. I felt Inspector Tsunamoto's eyes watching me. She knew.
そんな。
Inspector Tsunamoto couldn't stand. I stayed by Shiori, checking her pulse and airways, then laid her head down. After slowly standing up, I faced the person at fault.
はあ、やっと幸せになれたんだ
And
ね。
Alpha is really fucked up. He laughed, a pure, joyful laugh, not a care in the world. As I watched him, my headache returned and the room began spinning. These flashbacks, or deja vu, or whatever they were needed to seem to cease. And then needed to ask him.
あなたがこの事件の元凶なのね。
そうだよ。僕がやったんだ。
The room filled with his innocent, childish laugh.
それよりさ、名前でちゃんと呼んでよ。僕にはアルファってお母さんがつけてくれた立派な名前があるんだ。教えたよね。
アルファ。
My vision started to blur from all the spinning. I could hear the throbbing pain pound against my skull with every pulse, as if something was trying to burst out.
てめえが全ての元凶なんだな、アルファ。
実験を執り行ったのがこの僕かってこと？だったらその通りさ。
許せない。
Not gonna work, Akane. Inspector Tsunomori pointed her dominator at him. At this distance, she could not miss. Yet Alpha still grinned like he knew.
嘘。なんでこんなこと。
どうした、ツネモリ。
人間ってさ、欠陥品なんだ。幸せへの道しるべがはっきりと示されてるのに、その通りに動けない。
ツネモリ、答えろ。
木野座さん、確認してください。ドミネーターが。
だから僕は導いてあげることにしたんだ。
Inspector Ginoza raised his dominator, as did the rest of us. We aimed at the boy, and as he continued to talk.
もっと簡単に彼らを幸せにしてあげたい。そのための方法がヘブンズ・ドアーだ。彼らを作り変えるためのこの僕が見つけたやり方さ。
As expected, the Dominator did not acknowledge Alpha as a target. He lived in a world separate from the one that Sybil recognized.
君たち公安局刑事課一係は僕の邪魔ばかりしたよね。でも君たちは犯罪係数の高い存在しか捉えられない。だからその銃は僕には効かないんだ。
Then use a fucking stun, but just beat the hell out of him! Why is this so fucking hard?
貴様は何者だ？
僕はアルファ、シビラの申し子。人を幸せに導くため作られた AI さ。
An AI who was created to bring happiness to humanity. Right after he said that, the kicking within my head grew stronger. It felt like my skull would split in two. My chest tightened, and I thought I'd suffocate. I tried focusing on Inspector Ginoza's and Enforcer Kogami's faint voices.
AI だとバカな。貴様みたいな高度な思考処理を行う AI が開発されたなど聞いたこともない。
ギノ、事実を見ろ。ドミネーターが認識できない存在がここにいる。そいつは人間だと思うか？
僕は人間だ。
So I thought the Dominators had the decompose mode for non-human objects that they could just shoot. That's what bothers me, because they used that quite a bit in the first and second seasons, especially against like the dog creatures and a lot of like the machinery that they have, the robots and stuff. So if he's not recognized as a human, you would think they'd be able to use the decompose mode and just blow him up. I don't know. It's just Alpha sounded angry now. He shook his head furiously in protest. AI, bringing happiness to humanity? Such a bold aspiration.
いや違う。僕は AI だ。人間なんかじゃない。でも僕は人間として作られた。作られた？誰に？僕を。
あなたは。
I forgot about
あな
that.
たは一体誰？
Who exactly was this? This human or AI thing? Why did his presence bother me like this?
僕はアルファだ。僕には名前がちゃんとある。そうだ。お母さんがつけてくれたんだ。お母さんが。
ゆかりだ。そうだな。
Whoa. What? Why would he know that?
剣。君は剣。僕の敵だ。なのに君は僕のことを知ってるの？
The fuck is going on?
ああ、多分な。昔のお前とは大違いだが。お前のお母さんならよく知ってる。
Why does this shithead know everything?
お前を作ったのはあいつだ。そうだな。
わからない。
しらばっくれるな。ゆかりはどこだ？言え！
I struggled to see, gazing at the back of Enforcer Tsurugi. His voice seemed really far away. Kari? Who was that? Why did it sound so familiar?
知らない。わからない。思い出せないんだ。お母さんの顔も名前も。
Alpha sounded as innocent as a little boy who had not yet learned right from wrong. A forsaken boy who had lost his parents. Oh, I wonder if he had lost his memories too. Like myself, he seemed to have no one to confide in, no knowledge who he was or who the important people in his life had been. My pulse pounded, my heart felt like it was expanding. I struggled to breathe. It was hard to focus, and I could barely stand, but I did not take my eyes off him. Other than their deep red tinge, his eyes held the sorrow of someone who begged to be seen for who he really was. Aww, Alpha's still a shithead. Without thinking, I reached out to him. He smacked away my hand, leaving it numb, and a sharp tingle surged through my hand like electricity. Was this pain? Or...
僕は君なんか嫌いだ。君は敵だもの。そうとも、君たちに邪魔されてる場合じゃないんだ。僕は人間を幸せにしなきゃいけないんだ。
なぜ？
お母さんに褒めてもらうためさ。人間を幸せにしなきゃ僕に生きる価値はない。お母さんに必要としてもらえないんだ。
So annoying! With a push, I shot into the air, crashed into a wall, then fell back to the ground. He was too strong. I couldn't block him. My chest, my head, no, my entire body felt broken. Holy crap, he pwned my face. Alpha ripped out a metal pipe from the wall and walked toward the doorway, and Forces Masaoka and Kogami were blocking the entrance. If he did that fucking much damage on him... Wow. Man, is Kogami gonna get hurt?
ちょっくら事情聴取させてもらおうか。聞きたいことは山ほどあるんでな。
あなたには医療用擬態盗難犯の容疑がかかってる。重要参考人として任意同行を求めます。
Detective Tsunami's firm voice rang loudly. Ah, right. There's something I must do. What am I doing here?
おい、大丈夫か？
問題ありません。それより彼の確保が先です。
Love how he's wrecking shit, but he's in stand-in in front of you, smiling the whole time. Pretty much. Forcer Tsurugi lent me his hand, helping me get back up. My equilibrium was still off from the ringing in my head. We need to end this right here, right now.
執行官アルファの確保を。国塚執行官のみ常森監視官と共に戦闘に巻き込まれないよう松方しおりの保護をお願いします。
わかりました。
遺体と戦闘とか今回盛りだくさんすぎっしょ。
シュウ、気を引き締めていくぞ。
I don't know, I mean, even if he's a cyborg, like Kogami always practice or spars with a cyborg back in the office, and he had it at like max settings, so this should be like fucking easy peasy for him.
どいつもこいつも僕の邪魔ばかり。ふざけるな！
Oh shit! Alpha swung his metal pipe only to be blocked by Enforcer's Kagami's baton. And with that, the battle began. Oh man, these battle effects. Enforcer Masaoka's joined in the fight, throwing a punch at Alpha's abdomen with his cyberized fist, but he dodged it, leaping back right before it made contact with him. Enforcer Kagami tried executing a leg sweep where Alpha would land, but like the skilled fighter he was, Alpha blocked it with his shin. Alpha swung his metal pipe at Enforcer Kagami, but luckily Enforcer Tsurugi grabbed Alpha just in time. The attack only breezed by Kagami's hair. Baton versus pipe. Fight!
Thank you, Tak-chan.
バカシュウ、気をつけろ。相手は擬態だぞ。
その通りだ。まともに組み合うな。
While Alpha seemed to be tiring, Enforcer Kagami seized the opportunity, striking him with his baton. But Alpha managed to block the brunt of the attack with his metal pipe. Whackity, 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 whack! Enforcer Kagami had an efficient fighting style, and his body seemed as sturdy and nimble as a cyborg. What I could tell, his attacks was remarkable.
なぜ人を幸福にするのにあんなサプリを使った？
手っ取り早いからさ。人間の欲望っていうのはたくさんあるように見えて、全て一つの目的につながってる。
Whack, 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 whack! Alpha seemed to have gotten a second wind, and he rushed forward, attacking with even more intensity.
不快を避け、快楽を求める。それが人間だ。だったら快楽だけを感じさせるのが幸せだろう。人間はそのために行動してるんだから。
フロイトの幸福原則か。
Freud's theory of happiness.
よく知ってるね。鴻上か。面白いね、君。
Kogami, you're my bro.
ちょっと違うみたいだ。
With a surging, intense blow, Alpha hit Enforcer Kogami's baton so hard it flung out of his grip. Enforcer Tsurugi rushed in, continuing the battle as Kogami pulled back.
長引かせてはダメ。擬態は疲れを知りません。このままでは。
ああ、あれだけ河の相手をしていながら、あいつは息一つ切らしちゃいない。
何か対策はないのか？
This is where a stun grenade would have been awesome. Just fucking hit everyone. Ooh, wait, what? Why the fuck would I use a Dominator? It's like, why would a Dominator all of a sudden work? It seems like a dumb option. Alright, analyze the weakness of the cyborg, push cabinet to seal the exit route, call out to Alpha, point your Dominator. Well, this is stupid. This is stupid also. He's already pissed. I don't think you're gonna calm his ass down. This could be potentially bad because they're having trouble fighting him. And a cabinet, he could just fucking fling it away, considering he just fucking knocked the shit out of me. And Kagami had analyzed the weakness of the cyborg. He's so close to the door already. I don't know. All these options seem stupid. Fine. I honestly didn't know which one to choose.
医療用擬態には生身では起きない反応ラグが存在したはずです。そこをつけば。
その反応ラグの発生条件は
服装情報によるネルバゴースト問題。それを発生させれば。
Congestion collapse. Interesting.
わかりやすく説明してもらえるか。
He knows it's like, I'm not smart
過大
enough
な
for
情
that.
報入力が複数同時に発生すると内部情報処理に混乱が起こり動作にラグが出ます。具体的には視覚及び聴覚への刺激が域値を超えた場合医療用擬態は最悪停止します。
その刺激は光や音でもいいのか。
理想的です。
まずいな。このままじゃ自利品だ。
やっこさんは殴られようが蹴られようが痛みも疲れも感じとらんようだが、こっちは生身だからな。
How does he power himself?
てかやべえよあれ。当たったらザクロ確定じゃん。
Eating pomegranates. What? Even though it was 4 against 1, the enforcers were at a disadvantage. While no one suffered a direct hit, they were all banged up and out of breath. At this rate, the battle would end soon. We would lose.
スタングレネードによる波状攻撃を行う。全員対処せよ。
了解。
I would have used that to begin with.
選手交代かい。
何？
鴻上行くわよ。かがりを下がって。示談準備。
I like all this preparation that needs to happen. Wouldn't he just fucking run away? After taking care of Shiori, Enforcer Kunizuka gave Enforcer Kogami a stun grenade and then donned her mask and earplugs.
何人かかってきたって平気だ。僕は疲れを知らないからね。
そいつは羨ましいこったな。
Enforcer Masaoka grabbed a metal plate and rushed into battle. Enforcer Kogami took this chance to put on his gear. Enforcer Kagati also joined the fight. Now everyone was ready. Oh shit!
行くぜビカビカの実。
Oh shit! How many grenades did they use?
なんだこれ。頭が。
Used 2 grenades? I thought we didn't have very many.
どうしたアルファ？足元がふらついてるぞ。
ノイズが発生している。頭の中で光と音のエコーが終わらない。
Nice. Well, apparently worked.
0.2 秒のタイムラグを取って攻撃する。行くぞ。
0.2 second time lag.
了解です。
Holy crap! If we had that many fucking grenades, what the fuck?
脆いな。
Enforcer Kogami roundhouse kicked Alpha, and the AI crashed against the wall. The impact rippled throughout his delicate body. Then another Enforcer attacked. He just Chuck Norris'd his ass. Hiya! Enforcer Tsurugi dealt the finishing blow, tackling Alpha's crippled, cyberized body.
データが
ちょっと待て。おい、しっかりしろ。
Professor Tsurugi shook Alpha's body. I hurried over to assist.
データ障害を起こしています。この状態を解消するには機能のリセットしか方法はありません。
その場合、奴の記憶はどうなる？
消滅するわけではありません。ただ読み出しができるかどうかは。
壊れるな。聞きたいことがあるんだ。
僕は壊れないよ。
Never give up. Never surrender. A flurry of numbers flashed across his left eye. He sputtered a mix of noises and words, trying to convey his emotions, but emotions were unintelligible to me. Just like that, he was gone. That I was sure of. I reached out to him without thinking.
行かないで。
一時退避。実験終了。機体廃棄。
Ooh, abandoning. The limp shell of his cyberized body collapsed. His eyes were still open, but all signs of life were sucked out of the body. Gone. He was completely gone. The remainder of the case took very little time to wrap up. In the end, all the captures were safely secured, and all the hostages were rescued without any issues. The leader, Ryotaru Funuoka, who had most of the captors and hostages with him, proved to be nothing more than a kid. Without much of a struggle, he was apprehended. Although the captors were still armed with Molotovs and pipe bombs, we understood how they operated, and so we were able to defuse the situations accordingly. And just like that, the case was resolved. All the students, hostages, and captors were transported to the National Hospital. There they received mental care and assistance and Q checks. Unfortunately, the main criminal, Alpha, evaded us, and the other perpetrator, Shiori Matsukata, was apprehended. Or rather, she had no means of escaping. Well, she's fucking brain dead.
ユーストレス欠乏症脳梗塞って聞いたことある？
名前だけは。
そう。メンタルサプリやストレスケアに過剰に依存する環境下で発症すると言われている疾患よ。この状態に陥ると外界からのあらゆる刺激に対する反応が失われ、やがて衰弱死する。
松方しおりはそういう状態だったってことか。
Took some really good
さす
drugs.
がの私も実際のケースは初めて見たけど、あらゆる所見がいわゆるユーストレス欠乏症脳梗塞の症状と合致するのよ。
それってまだはっきりと認められた症例ではありませんよね。
くだらん。薬物により脳機能が
Alright,
損
see you,
傷して
Baru.
すぎ
I'll
ない
see you later. Inspector Ginoza was right, and the more we discussed this illness, the more I felt like I had something that needed to be said about it.
ユーストレス欠乏性脳梗塞は徐々に自律神経が壊れていく病気と言われています。
クガたち、知っているのか？
はっきりと覚えているわけではありません。ですが発症基準は長期にわたるはず。ここまで急性の発症は前例がありません。
I spoke without thinking. None of this was from memory, but more like knowledge that I had pouring out from my lips.
君はこれがただの薬物による脳障害ではないと言いたいのか？
そう決めつけるには私の聞いたものとあまりに症状が酷似しています。ストレス、刺激への反応のドンマから至る感覚器官の麻痺、低下している脳機能の傾向。
Thus, those who suffered from this experienced and stabilized too. After all, removing all pain receptors guaranteed it to be clear, and that was when I realized Alpha's plan.
ああ、なるほど。最初からそれが目的だったのですね。暴動を起こすことが目的ではない。彼の目的は松方しおりのような存在を量産すること。ど
ういうことだ？まさか。
はい。 アルファは幸せにするために人間を作り変えると言っていました。その方法がヘブンズ・ドアーだと。
Reprogram him.
文字通りそいつは天国への扉だったわけだ。
じゃあ何かユーストなんちゃらだか知らねえが、あんな生きてるか死んでるかもわからねえような状態が幸せだっていうのかよ。
苦痛を感じず色相も濁らせずに生きること、それが幸せというならユーストレス欠乏性脳梗塞こそ現代に最も適応した結果と
And
言えるの
apparently
かも
being
しれません
brain
ね。
dead is the best way to be doing it.
いやいやいや、いくらドロイドちゃんでもそれはないって。ちょい引くわ。
生きた死体のような状態が幸福ね。
I agree.
幸せとは何なのか。
Being a
ちょいと
living
考え
corpse
ちまう
is
出来
pretty
事だな、こいつ
pretty
は。
terrible.
奴は突き詰めれば人間の行動は全て幸福のためだと言っていた。幸福の定義をたった一つに絞って考えるなら確かにあれは幸福なんだろうさ。
でもそれって機械みたいな考え方よね。彼は彼が言う通り本当に AI なのかしら。
They fucked up AI.
さあな。だが奴は自分を人間だと言い張っていた。それに母親を恋慕うような素振り。
I don't know if deep affection is the right
言葉通りに捉え
word.
ることはできそうにないな。
Really huge fucking obsession. His loneliness and desperation for his mother's approval was apparent, and as was his anger towards us, but still there was no denying that he was an AI. After all, Sybil judged him as a non-human entity, right? Perhaps, maybe there was another reason why he was deemed so. No matter how much I thought, I could not think of why. It irritated me like an itch that was a fingertip too far away from my reach. The fuck? Who? What exactly was he?
それにしても幸せね。つまりそのアルファって色相の悪い中学生の坊やたちと松方しおりを幸せにしてあげたくてこんなことしたわけ
でしょうね。結果として松方しおりは共犯者であり最初の犠牲者となった。問題はどうして彼女だったのかってことだけれど。
おそらく彼女はアルファによって選ばれたのでしょう。佐藤春人の事件に巻き込まれたことで失われた彼女の幸せを取り戻すため春人の協力者だったアルファは動いたんです。
かわいそうな女の子を幸せにするためにってか。ふざけやがって。
And he's getting upset. The turning
幸
point.
い迅速な対処ができたおかげで松方しおりと同様の症状を発症した者は報告されていない。
Only
人
Shiori
質
got
となっ
fucked
た者た
over.
ちも色相はすでに改善へ向けて推移しているとのことだ。
Now, how did this affect my hue?
犠牲は最小限で済んだということですね。しおりさんは
ユーストレス欠乏性脳梗塞と症状同じと判断されたならば回復例はないと聞いています。社会復帰は無理でしょう。
こんなものが幸せだっていうのかよ。
Beat the shit out of him! Wait, you did. As the case came to a close, Enforcer Kogami approached Enforcer Tsurugi and started talking.
剣、お前はアルファを知っていたんだな。
Yeah, I want to know how he knew him.
昔幼馴染が同じ名の AI を育ててた。
Why is everything tied to you?
貴様が探しているという女性のことだな。確か名前は姫川ゆかり。
Suddenly, after hearing that name, my chest tightened. Out of reflex, I looked down as if I was guilty, though I had no reason to be.
あいつは人間の感情が理解できなかった。久方事情、あんたと同じだ。
I'm starting to wonder if I'm actually Yukari Himekawa. There just seems so much overlap. It just seems like since I have no emotions, I've lost my memories apparently, that I'm actually Alpha's mother. That would be a fucking stupid ass twist.
それはどういった？
あいつは、ゆかりはそのことで悩んでた。だから AI を作った。心を持った AI を。そいつの名がアルファ。
Everything comes back to him because he's behind it all. Plot twist, maybe? Yeah, but I somehow think my character's involved too. Considering how we've been having emotional reactions to a lot of the things that's been happening, now my heart felt even tighter, as if it would burst. Party woman, who I had never known, possessed the same problems and worries that I experienced. Empathy had always evaded my understanding. I never had problems with my hue like others did. Never knew what people felt, what they thought.
おい、お姫さん。顔色が真っ青だぞ。
大丈夫です。珍しいことですが、その姫川ゆかりという女性に共感を覚えて、少しフラッシュバックが。
アルファと遭遇した時も同じようにこめかみを押さえて青い顔をしていたな。関係があるのか？
すみません。わかりません。失われた記憶に関連することなのかもしれませんが、AI にせよ、姫川ゆかりにせよ、人の感情を理解できない存在に共感と既視感を覚えるのです。
That's how you get your hue clouded.
ずっとあなたは人の気持ちがわからない子ねって言われて育ったようですから。その共感や既視感が頭痛や動悸、震えを伴うことがあるだけです。
Yeah, but I don't think these flashbacks should normally give someone a headache.
いやいやいや、それ超ド級にトラウマってるよね。さらっということじゃないよね。
久我たち、その件は後でカウンセラーに相談するように。任務に支障が出るようなら、休職も考えておけ。
そうですね。
すまん。俺の話で嫌なことを思い出させちまったな。話の続きは後の方がいいか。
But he's looking for a reason to get alone with me.
続けてください。捜査に必要な情報であれば、いずれ私も知ることになります。ならば、時間を無駄にはしたくありません。
Okie dokie. Of course, Tsurugi seemed reluctant, but he nodded and forced a wry smile.
わかった。続きを話そう。と言っても、そうそう面白い話じゃないが、どこまで話したっけ？
姫川ゆかりが心を持った AI を作ろうとしたところまでね。それで、その試みはうまくいったの？
さあな。俺が知ってるのは、まだゆかりが子育てに勤しんでた頃だ。生まれたてのアルファは赤ん坊みたいなものだった。
That might explain why he's stuck as a baby or a fucking
一つ一
child.
つ教え込んでた。感情を、人間らしい反応を。
でも彼女はそれを理解できないのでは？
そうさ。だからゆかり自身も学んでたんだ。あいつは言ってた。アルファのモデルはこの俺だって。感情豊かで見ていて参考になるって。
That's interesting.
つまり、ゆかりっちがお母さんなら、タクちゃんはお父さん？
かがりくん茶化さないの。
そうかもな。ゆかりとアルファと3人でよく話したもんだ。晴れた日の公園。今から考えると、あれはピクニックみたいだったな。
けれど、今あなたはゆかりさんの居場所を知らない。
あいつは ゆかりは消えちまった。俺には何にも知らせずに。もし今も研究を続けてるんだとしたら、
I don't think he
アルファ
grew
は
up.
あいつがとうとう完成させた我が子かもしれない。
空論だ。自律行動が可能な AI は未だ実現されてはいない。
Yeah, but
アルファを
Ginoza,
操っ
stop
ている
being
の
an
は
asshole.
奴自身ではなく別の誰かだ。
なら、そいつは誰だ？どこにいるんだ？
その質問に答えられるだけの材料は現状では揃っていない。ただ、今回のアルファをめぐる一連の事件に姫川ゆかりという人物が関わっている可能性は考慮すべきだろう。
ギノザ監視官、あなたがおっしゃっておられることは姫川ゆかりが重要参考人だという意味でしょうか？
Making her a suspect.
その判断を下すのもまだ早い。まず考えるべきは彼女の行方を突き止めることだ。
それじゃあ、ギノザさん、あんたも調べてくれるんだな。
やってみよ
う。助かるぜ。
助かるぜ. After Inspector Ginoza offered to help Enforcer Tsurugi Inspector Tsurugi looked as if a weight was lifted off his back. No doubt that Yukari must have been very important to him. It just felt like it had been pricked a million times by a sharp, tiny needle. Do I still feel like this?
私も協力します。ゆかりさんを見つけましょう。
There was a high chance that Yukari would be brought in as a witness. Of course, as an inspector, I would be tasked with interrogating her. That was a given.
ありがとうな、久我立場。
Placed his large, warm hand on my shoulder, and that prickly pain in my chest slowly vanished. The human touch possessed such a great therapeutic effect. I do not know why it worked, but his hand healed me. It was not a particularly bad feeling at all. School riots. For the time being, that case was closed. The recipe for Heaven's Gate was sent to our Tokyo HQ, and the supplement usage of every person would be strictly monitored from here on. None of this would be made public. Without the public's knowledge, a banned act was put into effect. This often happened in order to protect the well-being of everyone's use. Disclaimer for the supplements remained the same. However, this message was added. Supplements should be taken within the recommended dosages in a proper manner. Nice. We continued to search for Alpha. However, we were unable to find any leads on his whereabouts. Shiori Matsukata has been placed in the same hospital as our temporary HQ, but after a short stay, she was moved to a special medical facility. Moreover, even the time and day of her transfer was not disclosed to us. We were also denied visitation rights, so we never saw her again, much less knew what came of her. God damn it, Sybil. Was being a jerk face. She was the first victim of my case as an inspector. I would never have guessed that she would have turned out this way.
もう少しなんとかできなかったのかよ。
Enforcer Tsurugi continued muttering his discontent while Enforcers Masaoka and Kagari tried to console him. I did not think I did divulge so much about myself to him. Then my chest felt hollow. Powerlessness was like a chasm where only cold winds rushed through. Sorrow. I knew this emotion. Maybe I remembered it. But either way, I felt it. Sorrow. Again, I was unable to save the ones who needed it most. There was nothing to do to make it all better. That heavy emptiness that lingers for far too long, only to steal a part of you with it when it decides to leave.
きついよな。
I did not think I was talking to myself out loud, but when I came to, Enforcer Tsurugi stood beside me, tapping on my shoulder lightly.
そうですね。
Stop touching me, jackass! There was no denying it. Enforcer Tsurugi knew, as he had known all along, the pain I was going through. He carried that same immense burden, but just by knowing that, helped relieve mine a bit. How mysterious, the two of us holding up our sorrow in solidarity. Without any leads on Alpha's whereabouts, we received a new order from the top brass. An increased drone presence had been established in Sato Marine City. Mental health exam was complete. So we Division 1 were set to return to Tokyo. For my Wiscom, an alarm sounded. It appeared that one of the Enforcer's hues had reached a dangerous level. To fulfill my duty as an inspector, I had to respond, so I turned on my communications. Wait, what?
鴻上だ。どうした？何かあったか？俺の色相か。いちいち執行官の色相に気を回すとは、あんたはよくよくお人よしか大真面目のどちらかだな。ずっとこの事件の黒幕について考えている。犯罪者の思考や思想をトレースしているんだ。そりゃ色相が濁って当然だろう。いいか。俺たちはお前たち監視官の色相を濁らせないためにいるんだ。それは理解しているだろう。だから執行官の色相を気にする必要はない。それであんたの色相が濁っちゃ元も子もないからな。
Damn it, Kagami. After reading the short memo, we hardly had any time to spare. We needed to start preparing for our return to Tokyo.
期間だってまだ決着がついてねえだろ。
God damn it, loud ass
誰かは
helicopter.
どうするんだ。ドローンでなんとかなる相手じゃねえぞ。
Probably gonna chase us.
これは命令だ。剣執行官。我々がどうこうできる問題ではない。
おっしゃる通りです、木野坂監視官。しかしこのまま終わりになるとは思いません。私たちはまたこの町へ帰ってくると予測します。
I was certain because Alpha had not achieved his ultimate goal. However, things did not happen as I predicted. After we returned to Tokyo, Sato Marine City was quiet. It was almost as if these recurring cases were all just bad a dream. Welcome back, Violet. But none of us in something I just missed it. Like the calm before the storm.
あいつがこのまま消える玉とは思えない。必ず何かやらかすはずだ。特大の大嵐を連れてな。
じゃあ次は何やるかかけようぜ。
So you didn't really miss a whole much. You find out that Tsurugi knew quite a bit about Alpha, and that Yukari person actually modeled Alpha after him, and they kind of raised them together. They hung out quite a bit, and then she just disappeared one day. You also learned that Shiori was transferred away from the hospital she was in, and you just lost all sight of her. Basically, probably Sybil disposing of her. And we are now back in Tokyo.
不謹慎すぎんのよ、あんたは。
もしまたあの町で何かがあったら、その時私たちは事件に関われるんでしょうか。
家庭の話は無意味だ。
Oh,
だが
angry.
覚悟だけはしておいた方がいいんじゃないか。嫌な予感がビンビンしやがる。
根拠のないお前の勘を当てに何をしろと。
こちらでもできる範囲でアルファの手がかり及び重要な情報を握る可能性の高い姫川ゆかりの捜索を続けましょう。
Akane
いかなる
always
状
looks so
況
dang
でもな
depressed.
すべきをなすまでです。
But yet she manages to keep her clear hues so clear all the time. That's something I never really understood after watching the series, is no matter what the fuck happened to her, she managed to always stay very stable. I mean, you could almost say that she was one of the like criminally asymptotic people that they talked about quite a bit in season 1.
ぶれないな、あんたは。だがその通りだ。ギノ、獲物の尻尾は見えてる。食らいつくぞ。
そうだな。事件の捜査任務そのものを解かれたわけではない。仮に俺たちが二度とあの町に戻る
And
こ
the
とがない
case
と
is
して
not over.
引き継げる資料は多い方がいいだろう。
と私たちはあの町へ戻ります。
We'll be back.
クワたち、何か理由があるのか？
Shook my head slowly and knew my gut feeling was an impractical response. When you know, you know.
ただの女の勘です。
A woman's intuition.
そいつは最強だ。
Ogami
自分でも
approves.
非論理的であることは理解しています。ですが、そうとしか言えないのです。
すまん、バカにしたつもりじゃない。俺たちも勘に頼ることはよくあることだからな。勘ってのは言ってみれば、経験則から来る判断を無意識下で行っているようなもんだ。
つまり、言語化できていないだけで、私の勘にも信用に足る理由があると。
俺はそう思うが。
くだらん。クガたち、君は初任務だったこともあって、あの町に過剰な思い入れをしているんです。
Shut up, Ginoza!
そういった
I don't
干
wanna
渉
hear
は
from you.
目を曇らせる。気をつけろ。
はい。
Though I believed what Inspector Ginoza had said was true, I had a feeling that I would never be able to fully put those cases behind me. Was it because I was too attached to what had happened, or was it another gut feeling I had? A few days later, traces of Yukari Himekawa were discovered where I thought they would be.
ゆかりがあの擬態の発注者だったってのか。じゃあやっぱりゆかりはこの事件に関わって。
Ooh. The one that ordered the cyborg was someone in the
彼女と
ministry.
一連の事件に関連性があるとは断定できない。何せ、発注が取り消された経緯が経緯だ。
なんだよ。発注者行方不明のためキャンセルって。
Stolen cyborg was ordered for the 6th tower, but was never used, so it was donated to Sato Marine City National Hospital. Reasons for purchases were unknown. The plot thickens.
追跡調査してたら、姫川ゆかりが退職前に擬態を発注していた記録が見つかったのよ。
何のために？
さあ。でも、あのレベルで精密な医療用擬態は民間には公開されていない代物よ。お役所絡みで擬態に関わるプロジェクトがあったと考えるのが妥当じゃないかしら。
プロジェクトの内容はわかるか？
ダメ、お手上げ。プロテクトが硬すぎて覗き見もできやしない。分かったのはゆかりちゃんの名前だけなのよ。
そして姫川ゆかり本人の行方は分からずですか。
なんていうか不自然ですよね。退職届をメールで提出してそのまま行方不明なんて。
仕事内容にもよるが、セクスタスタワーで勤めていたならありえない状況だ。剣、彼女の仕事についてお前は何か聞いていなかったのか？
医療業務に携わってるとしか聞いてねえ。だがあいつはほとんどの省庁に適性が出たほどの天才だ。重要な仕事を任されてた可能性は高い。
機体の再現が行方不明、証拠も残さずにか。こいつは随分な泥沼に片足を突っ込んだんじゃないか。
監視官、剣、悪いことは言わん。この件手を引いた方がいいかもしれんぞ。まずい予感がする。
Just old Masaoka.
冗談じゃねえ。ここまで来てゆかりのことを諦めろってのか。
Ah, Tsurugi's getting very passionate about this.
剣落ち着いて。だいたいあなたの個人事情のためだけに捜査を行えるわけじゃないでしょ。
それはそうだけどよ。
で、ギノさん、実際どうなんすかこの件。俺たちさ、このまま調べてていいんすかね？
Victor Ginoza was about to say something, then stopped, holding his arms as if in deep thought. Seemed worried about how much he involved himself in this matter.
上から捜査中止の命令は出ていない。捜査途中である以上、続けるしかないだろう。何より、現状、アルファへの手がかりはほとんどないのだからな。
あとは残された擬態くらいですよね。
Start studying that.
それについてはもうすぐ分析が開始されるわ。貴重なデータだからうっかり壊したりしないように今は準備期間中ってとこね。
その分析が終わればまた何か手がかりが得られるかもしれん。いずれにせよ俺たちはできることをするしかない。
なあ、久我立城。あんたはどう思うんだ？あんたの中の最適解とやらは、この事件から手を引くべきだと、
Nope.
そう考えてるのか？
Totally not. Taken aback by his question. For some reason I felt like I was being watched. By him or anyone here, but by someone else. Chose my words carefully.
私はギノザ監視官と同じ考えです。上から中止を命じられていないのなら、この事件追い続けろということでしょう。
Why did the buyer's name appear all of a sudden? And it just so happened to be the same woman who Enforcer Tsurugi had been searching for. This sudden realization, this coincidence, may all have been carefully planned by someone, or whoever I felt was watching me. It felt like our heads were tied to puppet strings, as if we were being forced to think and act. I knew how ridiculous it was to think that, but I was scared to resist.
引き続き、姫川ゆかり及びアルファについての捜査を続けましょう。それが私の考える最適解です。
Totally a trap. On my way to the counseling room, I saw Enforcer Tsurugi standing in the corridor. He saw me, too, and waved.
よ、今からカウンセリングか？
はい、そのつもりですが。
ああ、こないだは悪かったな。嫌なことを思い出させちまったみたいでよ。
いえ、剣執行官のせいではありませんから。
Those were all my problems. I did not understand people's feelings, lost my memories, and had strange flashbacks pop out of nowhere. That was my burden. He was not to blame.
もしや、謝罪のためだけに私を待っていたのですか？
あ、ちゃんと謝ってなかったと思ってな。
I did not understand. It was not his fault.
心配だったからな。あの時のあんたは相当辛そうだったから。
そのために今からカウンセリングに行くのです。
I could not say anything more. If I did, then all that writhing pain with me might pour out. I did not know how to express it or what it was other than the fact that it hurt. Without saying anything, I just looked at him. Maybe I was confusing him. Somewhere, some time ago, my past self had made everyone around me, god damn it. He smiled lightly and placed his hand on my shoulder. This fucking dude likes touching me quite a bit. The fuck is wrong with this guy? Warmth slowly spread, comforting me in a way I did not know how to put in words. Oh god. Oh god.
でも何かあったらいつでも話してくれていいぜ。
あなたにですか？カウンセラーではなく。
カウンセラーだけが話し相手じゃないだろう。あんたが俺をどう思ってるかわからんが。
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
同僚なんだ。
Coming on to me.
悩み相談くらいには乗らせてくれ。
If it was the other way around, I could easily help him the way he wanted to help me. But he was an enforcer and I was an inspector. That boundary could not be crossed. Oh my god. No. No, don't want. I gazed into his eyes, trying to balance myself on this thin line.
ありがとうございます。考えておきます。
じゃ、またな。
剣執行官。
Why did I call out to him? Sometimes, even I could not understand my action. But I had responsibilities as an inspector. That was why, or maybe it was just an excuse.
どうした？
いえ、あなたこそ色相が濁っています。何かあったら話してください。
あんたにか？カウンセラーじゃなく？
カウンセリングを進めても、あなた方執行官は受けないことが多いですから。それに、私はあなたの
Oh
上司であ
god,
り、
now I'm making
監視官です。
excuses to be with him too.
あなたのメンタルケアも仕事のうちですから。
I really hope I get to shoot him.
そうか。そうだな。サンキュー。考えておくよ。あと、それより、そろそろ行かなくていいのか？
あ、そうですね。失礼いたします。
As I walked away, I could feel his eyes on my back. Something other. It was different from the cold stare of whoever held those puppet strings. His was warm and soft. Oh, baby. My heart felt lighter than it had been in days. I was curious to see the effect it had on my hue, so I turned on my hue checker. Taking supplements seemed to have a great effect on my mental health. What the fuck are you talking about? I have not taken any goddamn supplements this entire fucking game. Since I would be working on cases in the near future, it would be wise to continue. I'm not taking any fucking regiments! What the hell are you doing? No! Fuck you! Not taking any goddamn supplements. Why is it so hard to go crazy? I entered the counseling room and was greeted by the same counselor who had come to Sato Marine City. With a soothing voice, he asked me how this had been. Naturally, the conversation revolved around the incidents that unfolded during my time in Sato Marine City. I summarized the cases I had worked on, describing how I felt the whole time. The powerlessness, the flashbacks, the overwhelming sadness that followed.
あの町にいると、なくしたはずの記憶が次々と蘇ってくるような気がしました。経歴には存在しませんが、私はあの町にいた。そんな考えすら浮かんでくるのです。
No, Violet, I just want to shoot a bitch. I confided in him about my heart palpitations and headaches, and when I first met Alpha, how I thought he had something to do with my past, but I got nauseous instead of remembering.
思い出そうとしても、思い出せないことがもどかしいのです。そのくせ、不意にフラッシュバックが起き、任務に支障をきたすことがある。少し困っています。
Why is this doctor not talking to me? I see. In that case, would you like to try hypnosis? Oh, now he fucking talks to me. The counselor asked. He had brought up his alternative treatment last time. Hypnotherapy, which delved into the subconscious, was my best shot at revealing things that could not be unearthed from more orthodox treatments. Ooh, wow. Oh, my hue did increase again. Surprised I had another choice already. What do you think? The last time we did attend the therapy, but my hue actually went down. Do you think I should not do hypnotherapy this time? Last time I did it, I actually did recover some of my memories. Yeah, I definitely know I'm not going to do the last one, but last time I did hypnotherapy, I did retrieve some of my memories, but my hue went down. But this is interesting that there's another option here. Leave and recover naturally instead. Hmm. I just have a bad feeling my my hue will go back down if I take this one. So let's try the new option since it showed up.
いえ、自然回復に任せようかと。
It was troubling, but I revealed what I had experienced. Bit by bit, I began to crawl more and more, but a series of intense headaches and heart palpitations would ultimately prevent me from recovering my memory. It seemed like if I pushed myself too hard, I would put my mental health in danger, or maybe worse. After saying this, the counselor replied, "Since it's quite complex, we should take it slow." Eventually, if they were meant to return, I would be able to remember more things. But for now, not being able to was a problem and I did not need to worry about. The counseling ended, I left alone and went out to the balcony. No one was there. Empty. Perfect. God damn it, Akane.
常森です。よかった。カウンセリングは終わったんですね。久我達さん、この頃お疲れの様子でしたから心配してました。私ですか？ええ、勤務時間は終わってますけど、もうちょっとだけ書類を片付けてから帰ろうと思って。ご心配ありがとうございます。あ、それでですね、連絡したのはこの書類の内容について久我達さんに伺いたかったからなんですけど。そっか。そういうことだったんですね。よくわかりました。ありがとうございました、久我
This is
達さん。
really weird. A one-sided
お時間取ら
conversation.
せちゃってごめんなさい。お疲れ様でした。
Empty. Looking out, I would watch the streets begin to flicker and glow as the sun set. Sato Marine City could not compare to the vitality of Tokyo. But these vibrant streets did not give me the same feeling of home that Sato Marine City had. In my gut, I knew my past existed there. Those memories were so strange, so surreal. They appeared in various forms while I was in that city, only to trip me up and drown me in a suffocating sea of mystery. What exactly could I do, though? Though I pondered over it for quite some time, I was unable to find any answers. After all, these memories were hidden, not forgotten. I could only wait till they surfaced. Not being able to recall my past was not the only thing that prevented me from staying focused. These headaches, too, and heart palpitations had been troubling me. I was deemed suitable for this occupation, but now I thought my life was unraveling into an abyss. I wonder if I could have chosen something else. I felt strangely tired. I had no work left to take care of, so I figured I'd return home. I walked back, carrying the weight of everything, trying not to let it crush me. But I only got as far as the entrance.
あれ、久我達さんも
Oh,
今
two
帰り
turning
ですか？
points. Really soon.
常森監視官。
よかったら一緒に帰りませんか？
いいですよ。
No. Damn it. The two of us walked the dim streets, the hum of a car passing by every now and then. Such a quiet night. I hadn't spent time hanging out with a woman my age for some time. Even before I had lost my memories, I felt I probably did not do this often.
そういえば、久我達さんって他の職業になりたいって思ったこととかはないんですか？
あいにくと記憶がありませんから、 他の職業適性がどういった結果だったのか覚えていません。
The fuck? She doesn't even remember her score?
そういう意味じゃなくて、ほら、なんだかんだ荒っぽい職場ですし、いろいろありましたから。
では逆にお聞きしますが、常森監視官はなぜ公安局に入られたのでしょうか。
I had wanted to ask her that ever since we first met. It intrigued me why a kind, talented young woman like her chose to work at such a rough place.
それはですね。
それは
私、13省庁6講師、全部 A 判定出たんです。
それは実に優秀な成績ですね。
だからこそ逆に迷っちゃって。かがりくんにはそんなことで迷えるなんて贅沢だって言われちゃいましたけど。
It was unfortunate. Ever since he was 5, he was deemed a latent criminal and was robbed of any chance of a normal life. To him, worrying about choices was a privilege. And that probably applied to my worries too.
でも他の仕事には私以外に適性のある子もいたんですけど、公安局に適性があるのは私だけで、だから公安局には私にしかできないことがある、そう考えたんです。いろいろあってその考えが揺らいだこともあるけど、でもやっぱり私にしかできないことがあるはずだから、私は監視官を続けてるんだと思います。
そうですか。
What she said was very easy for me to understand. I could even say that it resonated with me. We lived in a society where people filled the role that they were meant to do, and so I chose this job. Even though I had no memories of actively choosing to be an inspector, I was doing what I should be. That was all there was to it.
ありがとうございます。迷いが晴れました。
大したことは話してないですけど、でも久我立さんがそう思ったならよかったです。
私が監視官を選んだ時の気持ちもきっと常森監視官と同じ気持ちだったと思います。
I wanted to save people, I wanted to be useful to society, and for that reason I would continue to do what I should.
だから選んだ道をこのまま歩んでいこうと思います。
はい、一緒に頑張りましょうね。
Yeah, let's work hard. Inspector Tsunemori and I bent our necks back, staring at the sky. Starry night sky full of wonder and a million tiny specks of light. Wow, 3 turning points. It had been several days since we returned to Tokyo. Although we no longer in Sato Marine City, we were still busy. We could not just wait here doing nothing while the cyborg was being analyzed. There was plenty of work that needed to get done. However, a holiday meant no work. After finishing my work for the day, I was ready to leave the office, though I did not need to work overtime. I was still unsure if it was fine for me to go home already. Tomorrow was a holiday, but I had no plans. Instead of going home and wasting time doing nothing, I would rather work at the office. But I had been stopped by Inspector Ginoza. I knew I was a bit of a workaholic, and I planned on taking better care of my health. However, I did not know what to do with my holiday. How should I spend my day off?
ああ、なでしこちゃん。よかった。まだいて
Yes,
くれて。
let's spend it with her.
空森分析官、どうされましたか。
明日ね、ちょっと出かけたいのよ。
Oh god,
付
she
き合ってく
actually
れね
asked me. Miss Kadonomori was a latent criminal too. In order for her to be able to leave the premises, she needed an inspector to accompany her.
はい、構いません。
Oh god, I agreed.
どちらにお出かけですか。
それはね。
Uh-oh. This sounds like a trap already. I accompanied Miss Kato Nomori to the shopping mall that had just opened. Fuck, we already skipped ahead?
一
Whoa.
度来てみたかったのよね。でも、こ
planning on-
このところずっとあっちにいたじゃない。
そうですね。ですが、買い物でしたら 申請は必要ですが、在宅でも行えるのでは。わざわざここまで来る必要性を感じないの
But
で
it's
す。
so fun to go shopping.
もう分かってないわね、な
I
でしこち
don't
ゃん。
know.
こういうのはね、実際に見て試すのが楽しいのよ。
She wanted to hang out with me shopping.
そういうものですか。
そういうものよ。さあ、行きましょう行きましょう。
Oh boy, let's go clothes shopping. She pulled me by the hand, taking me to the boutique. That marked the beginning of one very long day.
こっちの赤もいいけど、黒もたまにはいいわね。ああ、でもこのロイヤルブルーいい色ね。
I don't care.
あとどれくらい購入されるのでしょう。
3 hours elapsed. I had never imagined that I would be accompanying her on a shopping trip for 3 whole hours. Suddenly, new clothes were thrown on my
い
shoulder.
やね、ギノザ君みたいなこと言わないでよ。あ、でもそろそろお昼の時間ね。
ギノザ監視官もお付き合いされることが。
そりゃ潜在犯である私が外出するには監視官についてきてもらわないといけないもの。いつも嫌そう
I could totally see his character doing that. It's like, oh, fuck off.
あれじゃモテないわよね。ギノザ君って彼女いたことなさそうだと思わない？
No, he
確かに
doesn't.
そういった話を聞いたことはありませんが。
Who the fuck would want to hang out with
まあ
him?
ギノザ君に限らず、一係の男どもはどいつもこいつも僕年人の集まりだけど。
Bunch of dried up sticks.
一係の男性は皆女性心理に疎いと。確かにそういった傾向はありますし、女性の潜在犯相手の捜査時に不都合が発生する可能性はありますね。
Oh.
そういうことを言ってるわけじゃないけど、まあいっか。
What was wrong with my answer? I looked at Ms. Kado Nomori, feeling a bit anxious, but she went right back to comparing the colors of different dresses. I think she was leaning towards something else.
黒はなしにして、やっぱり赤かロイヤルブルーかしらね。どっちがいいかしら。ねえ、なでしこちゃんならどっち？
ロイヤルブルーでしょうか。私のパーソナルカラーはウィンターですので、そちらの方が顔写りが良く、またその色には心を穏やか
Probably
に
gonna
し、
choose red.
洞察力を高める効果があります。
色彩心理学ね。まあそれは置いとい
Oh
ても。
crap, is she gonna make me
確
buy
か
it?
になでしこちゃんには青の方が似合いそうね。
As she said that, she draped the red dress over her body. It was a shade of red close to scarlet with a hint of orange, Chinese red.
その赤、いつもと違う色ですが、心理に変化でも。
そう見える？
チャイニーズレッドは一般的に人間関係を前向きにしたいときに選ぶ色と言われています。現在の人間関係にご不満でも。
不満なんてないわよ。そうね、楽しい職場だと思うわ。それに私も色彩心理はやったけど、服を選ぶときにはできるだけ忘れるようにしてるわね。
なぜです？
服なんて好きか嫌いか、似合うか似合わないかで選ぶものだからよ。
I don't understand clothes shopping. While saying that, Miss Kado Nomori chuckled and disappeared into a fitting room once again.
お待たせ。肌触りも素敵だったし、これも買うわ。なでしこちゃんは何も買わなくていいの？
手持ちのホロスーツで間に合っています。
Hollow suit.
そ
Lame.
れじゃつまんないわよ。せっかく来たんだし、なでしこちゃんも何か買っちゃえば？
ですから。
いい いからいいから。そうだ、100人祝いとかしてなかったわね。お姉さんが買ってあげる。
Oh
遠
god.
慮しなくていいからね。
He just wants to see it on me. Though she had said I could choose anything I liked, Miss Mori started grabbing clothes off the racks without even asking for my opinion. She looked so happy while she examined the designs, colors, stitching, and feeling of the dresses. What made her so happy?
なぜ空の森分析官はリアルクローズにこだわられるのですか？衣服ならホロで十分だと思うのですが。
ホロだけじゃ楽しめないものってあるじゃない？
Whoa. She shoved a dress in my arms, and I felt sort of a tingling sensation as the silk glided across my skin.
例えば、このとろけそうな布の手触り。それに、コルセットでゆっくりとウエストを締め上げるときに感じる背筋がピンと伸びる快感。歩くたびにまとわりつくスカートの裾。
She whispered in my ear. A light, sweet fragrance of rose tiptoed up my nose, which seemed to twirl around me ever so gently.
香水もですか？
そうね。気づいた？オンブルローズ好きなのよ。
Ombre rose, the shadow of the rose. As its name suggests, the fragrance gently nestled around me, comforting me in a way that hollow technology could not.
そういうのってホロじゃ楽しめないもの。せっかく美人に生まれたんだから、綺麗に飾り立てたいじゃない？
そういうものなのでしょうか。確かに化粧やファッションには高い心理的効果が見込まれますが。
だからそういうことじゃないんだってば。ほら、せっかく選んだんだし、いいから着てみて。ほらほら、出ないと着替え手伝っちゃうわよ。
Karamori and Tsurugi.
わかりました。わかりましたから脱がせないでください。
Please don't take off my clothes. I don't know if I want Tsurugi. He seems like a jerk face. He kept touching me well before the advances went the other ways too. I mean, you could throw in Kinizuka there. I mean, she was dating Haru Nomori in the series. So I would imagine they're already having a relationship. You have three wonderful ladies. Oh man, I look smashing. But that doesn't look like a blue to me.
ちょっとやだ、似合うじゃない。私センス良すぎじゃないかしら。
普段こういったものを着ないのでよくわからないのですが、ここまで肩やデコルテを露
Yes,
出す
so
る必
you
要
can
があ
take
る
your
ので
dress
しょう
off
か。
easier when she strips you later.
何言ってるの？そのラインで納札するんじゃない。なでしこちゃん胸も
Oh,
大き
your
くて形がいい
large,
し、
beautiful
そう
chest.
いうデザイン本当に合うわね。
Whatever you do, you gotta throw Kogami in there.
あかねちゃんと弥生じゃボリュームが足りないのよね。まああの子たちにはあの子たちに似合う服があるんだけど。
納札ハニートラップに使用すると。
もう
Gonna be a honey
今日は
trap in
休
the
み
next
なんだ
case.
から、いい加減仕事のことは忘れなさいよ。真面目すぎるの体に毒よ。
そう言われましても。
I was confused. Well, I guess it would not hurt to think about something else, right?
そんななでしこちゃんだから連れ出したようなもんだけど。
え？
今言ってもわかんないだろうしいいわ。でも一つだけ覚えておいて。あなたは一人じゃないってこと。
I am not alone. For some reason, my chest tensed up after hearing that.
一人で何もかも抱え込んで、誰も彼も助ける必要はどこにもないのよ。あなただって助けを求めていいうちの一人なんだから。
There was no way she could know. Back in Saddle Marine City, someone had made me quite somber. But whether she knew or not, her words slowly seeped into my... Oh crap. This is gonna be like a love trifecta going on here. Putting the moves on me, I think. Gently, just like the fragrance of the ombre rose surrounding her.
ありがとうございます。覚えておきます。
あら、笑うと可愛いじゃない。ね、もっと笑ってた方がいいわよ。うん、その方がずっといい。
I glanced at the mirror and could not help but laugh a bit at my smile. I was kind of surprised. Who knew I could actually smile like this?
確かに、こうして身を飾るというのは少し興味深いですね。別の自分になれたような、そんな気がします。
でしょ?
Well, it was unusual, but I felt a little more lighthearted than before, all because I was wearing this dress rather than my everyday stiff suit. After experiencing this new feeling, the holiday actually became meaningful for me, all thanks to Miss Karunomori.
じゃ、それ買って、お昼食べたら次は東館を制覇しに行きましょう。今日は買いまくるわよ。
Oh snap!
まだ買うんですか？
当然。
We're not done? As she pulled my hand, I suddenly thought about what I would say if I bumped into... No, fuck Tsurugi! You're ruining the moment! God damn it, you're ruining the moment! No, how could I let myself think that? But, after the thought had crossed my mind, I felt this nostalgic tickling feeling in my chest. Oh, I got a trophy.
いつもいつも僕の邪魔ばかりするんだ。公安局。
Because of them, I had to discard my body. It was the only toy that Mother ever gave me, and now it was gone. The PSP stole it from me. It was beyond my reach, and uncontrollable pressure. Oh god.
不要なデータは消去する。はあ、確かにわかるよ。こんなノイズデータばかりが頭に溜まっていったら、ミスも犯すよね。
This irritation must have gone from free will, the worst thing ever given to humans, the origin of misery, the enemy of
な
happiness.
ぜ彼らにはわからないんだろう。不幸を消去されたしおりは、こんなにも幸せそうなのに。
I borrowed the eye of a camera where Shiori was at. Gazing at her sleeping face, she looked really peaceful and calm. Was she dreaming of Haruto? No one could hurt her now.
みんな、君と同じようにしてあげるよ、しおり。僕は人間から自由意志という不幸を奪う。
Wait, he knows where Shiori is? That's crazy. Even the PSP didn't even know where he went or where she went.
君たちに約束しよう。
He's a super hacker like everyone else! It was heaven, a place where no pain or sorrow existed. A totally peaceful world. The AI secretaries could command the drones and take care of humans and their happiness. Because of all that, happy people wouldn't be able to live without us. Everyone will serve a purpose, not needing to feel like they're not needed or abandoned or anything.
それはなんて幸せなことなんだろう。
Not your version of it, Drugger. Grinning, I commanded the network like a conductor orchestrates a symphony. I didn't even need a body to change the world. I was connected to every network in the city. I felt my being grow, more and more, filling with power. Now I controlled the entire AI secretary system. I used the nutritional manager program to make a meal that would bring happiness. Oh my god. After eating it, everyone's... This dude is fucked up.
住む場所に食事、着るものまで。君たちの住む世界、僕が全て作り変えてあげるよ。
Now that all the preparations were done, I recreated a book, an old-fashioned religious totem known as the Bible, in the virtual space. Why the Bible?
それにしても同じようなことを考えていたやつがいたんだね。過去のアーカイブでこれを見つけた時は笑っちゃったよ。
I'm pretty sure drugging the fuck out of everyone is not in the Bible.
やっぱり生きるべき人間と死すべき人間は分別しなくっちゃいけなかったんだ。
Oh,
かつて
interesting.
人は神が世界を作ったと考えた。今はシステムが世界をこうやって作り変えていく。だから僕は神になる。君たちにとっての新しい神に。さあ、幸せにしてあげるよ。僕はそのために生まれてきたんだから。
Guys, too messed up. Only God can grant people their happiness. Then an AI like me will fill that role. I'd do anything to make you wish come true, Mother. So when I become God, you'll certainly come for me, right? And then you'll praise me, right? No, because you're a terrible fucking child! Soon after, the preparation for the analysis of Alpha's cyberized body had been completed. Analyst Kata Mori and I worked on this task together. At the end of the day, what was Alpha's true form? I was consumed by this mystery. Was he a self-control entity, yet an AI? We unlocked all encryptions, careful not to overlook anything, or trigger an automatic wipe. All data was checked in order to expose anything he tried to hide. During the detailed analysis, my mind became preoccupied. Nothing was found in his memory data except for the broken fragments of his past. It all looked very much like a string of hope left inside a Pandora's box. A few minutes later... No, fuck off.
はい。結論から申し上げますと、やはりあの医療用擬態を操っていたのは人間ではないと言わざるを得ない。
Interesting. Well, he is...
根拠は
まずね、あの擬態の頭の中は空っぽだった。人間の脳細胞を使って動いていた痕跡はゼロ。直接人間の脳が入っていた可能性はまずこれで消えたわ。
Interesting.
じゃあやっぱり怪しいのは遠隔操作。
医療用擬態は確かオンラインでユーザーの脳内データと直結し遠隔操作ができるんでしたよね。
その可能性は考えましたが、極めて低いとの結論を出さざるを得ませんでした。
誰ともつながってなかったというのか。
はい、ログデータを確認しましたが、擬態稼働時に回線を使用していた痕跡はありませんでした。回線が使用されたのはほんのわずかな時間だけです。
それはいつだ？
擬態停止時です。
擬態停止時？アルファが逃亡した瞬間か。
とすると、奴が逃げた証拠とも言える。カラノモリ、その時の通信状況はどうなっている？
もう怪しいなんてもんじゃないわよ。そこ以外は至ってフラットなのに、坊やが消えた瞬間だけやたら大容量のデータが送信されたログが残ってるの。
中学校のサーバーはどうだ？
はい、そちらにも通信回線への強制割り込みと異様な大容量通信が最優先主義対象として行われた記録がありました。まるで巨大なプログラムを転送したように。
間違いねえ。そいつがアルファだ。
まだ決めつけるのは早い。軽率な判断は慎め。だが一体どういうことだ？巨大なプログラムだと？それで擬態を動かしていたとでも言うのか？
それについてですが、一つ大きな証拠となるべきデータが 擬態内のメモリに残されていました。
Just accept the fact he's an AI, jackass.
なんだと？
パラダイスシフト社製ホームセクレタリ AI のプログラム、その一部が発見されたのです。
Ruh-roh, we have a lead.
パラダイスシフト社。そいつは俺やゆかりんち、いや佐渡海上市のマンションがデフォルトで使ってるホームセクレタリー AI じゃねえか。
本当か、剣？
ああ、しかも俺の知ってるアルファはそいつを元に改造されてたはずなんだ。あいつはやっぱり。
剣くんの知ってる AI と同じかどうかわからないけど、残ってたプログラムも改造はされてたわよ。しかも本当に一部しかなかったし。なでしこちゃんが気づかなかったらわからなかったかもね。
いえ、偶然ですから。
My foundation of knowledge helped me recognize the truth behind some seemingly useless dummy data. I had felt that it was all front to conceal something. Even though I lost all my episodic memories, the enormous foundation of knowledge that remained proved to be very helpful. Might have cleared my hue a bit. God damn it! I don't want to clear my fucking hue!
いっそ分析室に来ればいいのに。なでしこちゃんなら毎日可愛がっちゃうわよ。
I'll be the source of adoration.
シビルが私の適性は分析官にあると判断したならば、配置転換に依存はありませんが。
Get to be buddy buddy with Katamori.
そんな話はどうだっていいけどさ。で、結局アルファって何者なわけ？
そりゃ AI だろ。改造され自我を持ち、
Hi,
人
doggy.
間に牙を向いた。な、SF 小説じゃありきたりな話だ。
Doggy poo.
マジで？やっべ、ゲームみたいじゃん。ちょいかっこいいかも。
I know there's bad ends to
ふざ
this
けて
game.
バイか。大体その残されたデータが擬態を動かしていたとは限らない。確証が取れないうちから勝手に決めつけるな。
だが仮にやっこさんが AI だとすると、今までの状況証拠は全て矛盾なく説明できるな。その辺はどうだ、監視官？
Hi, puppy. Oh, puppy. Puppy. What's up, puppy? Hey. My doggy's on stream now. What's up, O'Meal? You want to take over? Take over from the stream? Hey, what's up, Beatrice? How you doing? Yeah, I marathon Psycho Pass right before this, and I definitely liked first season. The second season I didn't like as much, but overall I thought Psycho Pass was pretty good. I'm just playing through this game right now on a blind playthrough. How you doing? How you doing, Popeye? Don't seem to care much. You want him back on the floor? Back on the floor? Okay. You seem totally disinterested. Okay, my puppy made an appearance. Oh god. He accidentally hit the microphone. Sorry if there's a shitload of noise coming through. Alright, back to the story. How are you doing tonight, Beatrice?
状況証拠だけで結論を出すことはできない。引き続き残されたデータなどさらに詳しく再検証する必要はあるだろう。
いずれにせよ、アルファをこのまま野放しにはできません。彼が自立行動可能な AI だとする。
Hey, thanks for the follow, Beatrice. I greatly appreciate it.
危機をもたらします。
It seems like we're really close to being done with chapter 3. I don't know how many chapters are in this game. But yeah. You're bored, but nice. Cool. There's so much dialogue in this game.
あいつはドミネーターでは裁けない。それはシュビラ社会では犯罪者とみなされないってことだ。あいつが
I've been trying my best to have a very cloudy hue and to see what happens, but like everything I try to do, I somehow fail to get a cloudy hue, and I keep resetting it somehow, and it's starting to anger me.
そんなの許されるわけねえだろ。
だが許されちまうのが今の
What's up, Dark Flame? How you doing?
そうさせないために私たちがいるのでは？
Exactly. People like him should not be allowed to exist. Happiness that he strived for resulted in the eternal slumber of the Shiori Matsukata faced. Yup. Alpha's pretty fucked up. She was no longer capable of anything. She was long gone from the ideal world of Sybil, the society where the capable must do what they should.
アルファは実験を終えたと言っていました。ならば、この次に来るのは
実践ね。また松方しおりみたいに廃人にしようって考えていてもおかしくない。それももっと大規模に。
まずいな、そんなことをされちゃ。
Bad news, bros.
この件は一度局長へと報告する。重大な事案だ。我々だけで決定せず、上申し指示を仰ぐべきだろう。
Not bad. Is this game worth getting? So the game plays out like a visual novel. If visual novels are not your thing, then it probably is not worth getting it. I mean, it's interesting because almost the entire game is voiced, and you have to really like Psychopaths probably to actually pick up this game. For full price, I don't know. This game is really expensive for full price. Usually when I think of visual novels, you should be able to buy the game for like 20-30 bucks. This game was pretty expensive. And I even bought the collector's edition, which I think was like fucking $70 or some shit. I don't remember now. So, it's probably not. I mean, if someone's streaming it, it's probably worth watching it that way, but that's the only benefit really, is normally visual novels are not completely voiced. And so like all the original voice actors voiced this. And this is all new content. Rip it off, Pirate Bay. It's only available on PS4, so unless you have a modded PS4, it'd be pretty tough to do that. But it's interesting that they add another story arc, essentially, to the anime. I don't know if it's canon. I'm sure the true arc is canon, probably to an extent, but it takes place at the very beginning of Season 1. So it doesn't have much opportunity to interfere with anything. I would definitely wait for it to be on sale. I mean, I like Psychopaths, but too expensive to pay full price for. But I'm used to paying for cheaper visual novels. That's it. Aw, alright, Violet, I'll catch you later.
それが良いかと思います。いずれにせよ、いかなる事態が起きてもすぐ対処に動けるよう想定し、準備を進めておくべきでしょう。
ああ、そうだな。
必ずアルファの企みを阻止しましょう。私たちはシビラの手足、この社会を守る担い手なのですから。
And a few days later, after Inspector Ginoza reported our findings to the top brass, all the inspectors were summoned by Chief Kasei. Oh shit, we actually get to see her in this.
報告書は読ませてもらった。 複数のサプリメントを合成し摂取することで起きる急性昏睡症状。それを不特定多数に引き起こすとはなかなか厄介な存在のようだ。
Yeah, no shit. That drug was really messed up shit.
局長、その事件を起こしたと思われるアルファという存在についてなのですが。
ああ、彼が AI かもしれないという仮説だな。それに関してだが、感情を持ち自律行動を可能とした AI を作り出そうというプロジェクトがあったことが確認された。
See, there's an anime manga that I would love to see as a game, The Lost Village. I'm trying to remember The Lost Village. That name sounds familiar. Let me look that up real quick. Oh, yes. I remember The Lost Village. I actually did not finish that series yet. It's just kind of, I don't know. Things that don't immediately catch my attention, I kind of just drop halfway. I mean, I have an intent to go finish it. It's just, I want to marathon the rest of it. Oh god, oh god. My controller. Shit.
ナオシルバープロジェクト。
What's going on?
人類の永遠の友を作り上げようという計画だ。
The Silver Project. All you have to do is sell one kidney. After all, humans need only one, so win-win. You get the game and no downsides. that is true. I mean, if you sell a kidney, you can buy a lot of video games.
シルバープロジェクト。そのシルバーとはもしやタニスリーの銀色の恋人に由来するものでしょうか。
ご明察だ。知っているのかね、その本。
You have one episode left to watch. Well, you're definitely further along with me. I think I'm up to like episode 6 or 7 right now on it. I don't know. I watch so much damn anime. Sometimes the names just kind of blend in with each other. I have to look at a picture of it to remember if I've actually seen it or not.
愛読書です。
Humanity's companion, AI, Silver. Once those words were in front of me, they all strangely connected to my favorite sci-fi novel.
うん。ではこの資料を見たまえ。
Silver Plan. Chief Kase showed us the details of the Silver Project, focused on creating an AI secretary that would support humanity. Everyone would have their own AI partner. By having AI partners who had the capability to understand and possess emotions, humans would be freed from all hardships.
確かに人間関係のトラブルはサイコパスオタク原因の上位に位置し、その回復には相性のいい人間とのコミュニケーションが望ましいとされています。
だがそれは確実にサイコパスを回復させるとは限らない。その点、感情を持ち理解する AI であれば、ユーザーの望みから外れることなく、人間同士に近いセラピー効果を得られると。
Cognizant AI that can understand emotions and have emotions itself.
ま、そんなコンセプトで開発されていたそうだ。
That sounds like a crappy idea.
でもそれってものすごくコストがかかるんじゃないですか。
Not to mention the fucking
健康な
hardware.
心身は何者にも代え難いものです。100% 色素をケアしてくれるカウンセラーが
I can't imagine all the hardware needed to supply every single person with one.
需要はあるでしょ
オーダーメイドメンタルケアシステムの一つの形ということでしょうか。
そうなるな。だがその計画は開発途中で中止された。
Doesn't sound like it was suspended.
なぜです。
次の資料。
Tragic incident regarding a serial killing within the ministry's private hospital. The prime suspect was a doctor who worked there. Her name, Yukari Himekawa. Interesting.
姫川ゆかり。剣執行官の探している女性と同じ。
The plot thickens. After reading the case's summary, my heart began to race. Breathing became difficult. My field of vision narrowed. Oh god, I'm freaking out again. A throbbing heat burned within me. After reading the names of the victims, why did I feel such pain? I did not understand.
これはこの事件は解決していないのですか？
I needed to focus. I had to concentrate on what was in front of me. I turned away from the monitor and gazed at the chief.
見ての通りだ。容疑者である姫川ゆかりは失踪。以降、被害者が出ていないことから捜査も打ち切られた。
失礼ですが、この事件と先ほどのプロジェクトに何の関係があるのでしょうか、局長。
そう焦らないでくれ、ギノザ君。まあに簡単な話だ。姫川ゆかりはシルバープロジェクトのプロジェクトリーダーだった。
Interesting. So she was in charge of it. There's two anime that would be interesting as games, not visual novels: Future Diary and Higurashi. I think Higurashi already has a visual novel, and Future Diary. I never actually watched Future Diary, but so I don't know much about it. But yeah, I think Higurashi already has a visual novel for it. That's kind of set up like a dating sim.
So, そしてその計画で作られていた AI はアルファ。
まあその通り。計画のプロトタイプ AI と同じ名だ。そして計画の性質上、AI は人間のストレス反応を抑制するのに特化された機能を有している。
To help lower human stress. Well, he definitely did help lower stress levels, but he drugged the fuck out of everyone. So I think he was taking the wrong approach.
例の急性昏睡症状はストレス反応を制御しすぎたがゆえに起きた脳機能障害が原因でした。アルファならばそれを意図的に起こす機能があるということですね。
そんな、本来は人を癒すために作られた AI が人を壊すために動いてるなんて。
いかなるものも使い方次第だということだ。例えばジギタリスは毒草だが強心剤としての効能も持つ。
彼は何らかの理由で機能を狂わせてしまったのでしょう。その力でなすべきことを誤った。バグを起こした。あるいは姫川ゆかり自身が何らかの仕掛けを施した可能性も考えられます。アルファの暴走は彼女の失踪後。
Yeah, I don't know if he actually ran wild.
プロジェクトは姫川の失踪とともに
He's been acting like a child.
アルファも消去されるはずだった。だが削除される直前、データが流出し、彼はいずこかへ消えた。おとぎ話のようだが、その時すでに彼にはある種の自我のようなものが生まれていたのかもしれない。もっともそれは我々人間からすれば危険なバグでしかない。
Yeah, I mean, you don't see many games get turned into something like that. A very well done, kind of story-driven game. You don't really see much anime get turned into something like that. They almost always get turned into like visual novels. I just don't. There probably wouldn't be much interest in the Western audiences to do something like that. Although some stuff does make it into other types of games, but I think the things that you really see the most are kind of like hack and slash games. Something easy to translate, like the SAO game. I mean, that's already based in a video game. You have the new Berserk Dynasty Warriors clone. Stuff like basically any of the hack and slash stuff or very action-y oriented ones are very easy to translate into playable games. That was right. This AI who was created to support humans was actually hurting them. His consciousness did in fact emerge. The Himekawa had created an autonomous virus. Oh, that is interesting. He turned into a virus instead. Enforcer Tsurugi had told me that she could not understand human emotion just like me. Alpha's consciousness must have been triggered so he could understand emotions. I understand why, though. It was painful not to understand. Perhaps I imagined I was her, because I felt this was the kind of crime I would be capable of committing. But still, she overstepped her boundaries. Taking away someone's life was unforgivable, and to escape her pain, she created a monster that she could not even control. Did she erase her existence to make amends for her crimes, or...
いずれにせよ彼を放置してはおけない。だが現行のドミネーターで彼を処分することはできん。彼は人間ではなく AI、道具に過ぎないからな。
What is she suggesting?
専用の電子戦装備を用意する。
Exclusive cyber warfare equipment. The fuck is that?
わかりました。
Get David Cage to make Higurashi. Everyone loves his story-driven games. Well, yeah. Now the question is, would he actually do something like that?
ギノザノブシカ以下1係全力をもって任務に当たります。
まあよろしく頼む。ことは極秘事
Ooh,
項
top secret case.
くれぐれも外部に漏らさぬよう。執行官たちにも伏せ
Oh wow, we have to keep it from the enforcers as well? That's fucked up.
心得ておきます。久我たち、常森も肝に銘じておけ。
はい。
Well, fat chance of that happening. Inspector Tsunemori looked at me like she wanted to say something. Maybe it was about Enforcer Tsurugi. We had just learned important information regarding the person he was searching for. However, we could not tell him. Some time ago, he had talked to me about Yukari Himekawa. My chest stung as I recalled the pain he tried to mask. But I knew I should set any and all urges aside. I like the art style of this game. Yeah, the art, I mean, all the characters designs and stuff are same from the Psycho-Pass anime. So, I mean, they brought on a lot of people from the anime to help with this game. Like, all the original voice actors came back and voiced the ridiculous amount of dialogue for this game. Almost everything they do is voiced, which is very impressive for a game like this, when typically visual novels are rarely voiced, except for important scenes.
はい、分かっています。
よろしい。では追って指示を出す。話は以上だ。ギノザ君と常森君は下がりたまえ。
Wish it was 3D and not 2D. Yeah, 3D probably would have cost a lot more money to do. I mean, 2D is a lot cheaper to churn out.
久我たちさんは
彼女には少し個人的な
Oh
話
shit,
が。
dog, don't do that. No, come here. Come here. Don't. God damn it. Hold on a second. I need it. I just found some shit on the floor that I don't want my dog to chew on. Come here. Fuck. I better get these off the floor. No. Stop. I'm not playing. God, move. Asshole. Dog thinks I'm playing with him. He's trying to bite my foot now. You want to play now? Urgh. Dog distraction. What? Don't you... Yeah, but yeah, we got... Oh, she wants to talk to me in private. You getting the third SAO game? Take your time. Thanks. I will probably buy the third SAO game. I've actually been meaning to play the first two. I actually own the first two. I've just been trying to look for time to actually stream them. because I didn't get the first game when it came out, and I did buy the second game when it came out, but I didn't play it because I wanted to play the first one first, and then they re-released the first one, and so that's when I picked up the first one. So I want to go back and play through the first two. I already know vaguely what the stories are about, and I already know what the third one's about, but I just want to go back and actually play them through. So at some point I will actually play them on stream, hopefully through their completion. You on the first two? Have you actually played both of them? Are they pretty good?
行くぞ、常森。いつまでもあいつらだけに書類を任せておくわけにいかないだろう。
はい、そうですね。では失礼します。
After they left, Chief Kase stared at me with her cold eyes. It was like I was being investigated.
個人的なお話とは何でしょうか。
何？君の記憶についてだ。事故以前の記憶は相変わらず戻りそうにないかね。
Oh great, is she gonna return them for me? I was reluctant to answer. At times I had recalled certain memories, but not all my memories returned yet.
少しずつは。
After giving it a... Oh,
引き続き色相に気をつけ励みたまえ。
hard, I expect a lot from you.
君には期待している。
Damn it, Kase. After she said that, her piercing glass-like eyes stared right at me. It was like she could see right through me, like she knew. You love the first one. I haven't played the second one yet. Ah, okay. I'm hoping I can get around to playing them, but there's so much shit coming up. Like, I really want to play through all the Kingdom Hearts games before 3 comes out. Thanks for the follow, man. I greatly appreciate it. We're gonna be best of friends, brah. But no, like, I still have Kingdom Hearts on my list, and I don't know. I'm starting to make a list of games I actually want to go back through and play, or play for the first time. Like, I actually started the Digimon story, the Cyber Sleuth one, because it was pretty fun, but I haven't actually finished it. So I thought about starting that one over from the beginning and playing it on stream. At that moment, I felt like a Dominator was being pointed at me.
失礼します。
Well, Kase is a cold-hearted biatch. I left. My entire body was drenched in a cold sweat. What exactly was that all about? Was there something important hidden in my memories? Detroit Become Human. Is that a video game? Oh, it is a... Okay, I have no idea what that... Oh, okay, I know what... Yeah, I remember seeing something about this. Yeah, it's the guys that made Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. That's why I recognized it. Every time I thought about my past, I felt a throbbing pain. I quickly checked my hue. If I worried too much, I could get it cloudy. That's what I'm trying to do. My goal of this playthrough is to get a cloudy hue. Clear, but at this rate, it could become clouded in no time. I'm trying to get it clouded, damn it. Maybe I should take mental care supplement. No, we're not taking a mental care supplement. Game asks me so many times to take a damn supplement. And I'm like, no, I don't want to take it. Detroit Become Human is David Cage's newest game. Ah. Dog, what are you doing? Alright. I don't know what you're trying to do, but you can go over there now. Did not take a supplement, it was unnecessary. Took a deep breath, then calmed down a bit. Chief was certainly worried about my mind and body. Inspectors were important resources, valuable to Sybil. I should avoid mental fatigue when possible. Over there. Being bad over there. But I felt uneasy, a chill creeping up my spine, like a gun was pointed at my chest, targeting what was ever lurking about inside.
全員集まれ。アルファに対する処遇が決定した。
お、マジで？どうなったんすか、ギノさん。
人間に従わず自律行動する AI アルファは危険なバグとみなされ消去することとなった。専用の電子戦装備でサイバーダイブし、
Interesting. You're gonna fight him in the internet.
反乱を起こす AI にサイバーダイブで挑むとはますます SF じみてきたな。
That's weird. Never did anything of this in the
笑い事じゃ
anime.
ない。これが由々しき事態だと分かってるのか。
いつも通り執行しろってことでしょ？楽勝楽勝。
単純ね。
消去か。そうなるとあいつからゆかりの話を聞き出したりは無理だよな、やっぱり。
Poor Susurugi's shoulder sank, then he sighed. As I watched him wrestle with his emotions, I felt a sharp pain in my chest again. I love David Cage's games. He played Indigo Prophecy, David Cage's PS2 game. Honestly, I have not played any of his games. I've watched most of Heavy Rain being played, and I watched part of Beyond Two Souls, but no, I honestly have not played any of his games. I see that Quantic has done Omicron, Fahrenheit, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and the upcoming Detroit Become Human. But yeah, I haven't played any of those, nor have I played Indigo Prophecy.
絶対に無理とは言い切れないと思います。接触した時に何か情報を得られるかもしれませんよ。
Inspector Tsunemori gazed at Enforcer Tsurugi, looking like she had more to say. No, she wasn't planning on telling him about Yukari Himekawa, right? She would not be that foolish. But all of us in Division 1 knew everything he had done to try and find Yukari Himekawa. However, we could not tell him what we had learned. Chief clearly forbade us from disclosing that info. It was for the sake of society and for him too.
無理でしょう。速やかに処分せねば危険にさらされる人々が増えます。見つけ次第即時処分が望ましいかと。
I just love covering things up.
でも少しくらいなら。
いいえ、姫川ゆかりを探し出すというのは剣執行官個人の目的に過ぎません。私たちは公安局です。それよりも社会全体の安全を考え行動すべきです。
Thought what I had said would anger him, but he just shrugged and forced a smile. The Indigo Prophecy is Fahrenheit. Oh, okay. It's one of those games that change names depending on what region it came out in.
わかってるよ。俺もデカだ。個人的な感情でミスミス市民を危険にさらすような真似はしないさ。
Ah, Tsurugi, you're so
ご理解い
understanding.
ただけているのなら結構です。
Sigh. My heartbeat slowed to normal. He knew what right thing to do was, but even so, somewhere deep within my chest, I felt a heaviness sink lower and lower. It was not even part of my job to empathize with him.
で、どうするんだギノ。アルファの消去命令が出た以上、俺たちはまたあの町へ行く。そう考えていいのか。
She always looks like she's a druggie. Which person? Are you talking about Akane?
その点については電子戦装備の性能次第だ。どの程度の作戦行動が可能なのか確認の上、結果次第では公安局本部ビルから作戦を遂行する可能性もある。
VR 空間なら世界中がつながってるかもしんねえもんな。
そんなことはないわ。鎖国政策は強固なものよ。電脳の世界にも壁は築かれてい
Yeah,
る。
it kind of always looks fucking
破る
weird.
方法もないわけではないけど。
いや、よいってば、そういうことは大きな声で言っちゃダメ。まあ、ここはお姉さんの腕前を信じて待ってなさい。って、
My god, that beeping is annoying. Holy shit balls. Answer the damn phone.
佐渡海上市沿岸部の工場に数人の少女が助けを求めてきたとの連絡が入った。掘削として事件が起きていると。
Guess we're going back to that city.
え？
It was located across the ocean from Sato Marine City. Most of its northern region was unpopulated, but workers were sent to manage the base's hazardous fuel output. And what was the girl's saving grace? The workers found the girl in a boat and took them in. Since they were very fatigued, they were taken to the base's medical facility. Besides suffering from physical pain, their hues were badly damaged. They all claimed that everyone was going to die if nothing was done.
一体今度はあの町に何が起きてるって言うんだ。
現場にいる医師の聞き取りによれば、彼女たちは佐渡海上市にて大規模な疫病、また
Oh
は
shit.
集団
I
中毒
forgot
事
he
件が
drugged
発生し、
everyone.
市民が次々と混沌していると訴えているそうだ。今、事実確認を急がせている。
You'll try to get this on sale. Yeah, I would definitely recommend getting it on sale. I mean, reflecting upon this, I don't think it's worth paying the full price for it. But yeah, I would definitely hold out. I mean, the story has been interesting so far. It's been really long. Typically, visual novels aren't horribly long, or just like a blind playthrough. But like, this is my second full stream playing this. Like, I've already spent almost 8 hours playing this game, which is crazy for a visual novel. And there's multiple routes too. Like, this is my first time through it.
でもそんな状況ならさ、ドローンが救助するんじゃないの？あの町やたらドローンは多かったじゃん。
それについては少女たちの証言があります。
何か不審な点でもあったのか。
助けを求めても何もしてくれない。ただ倒れてる人をどこかへ運び去っていくだけ。色相が悪化していても放置されるというのが彼女たちの訴えです。
ドローンが正常に機能していない？まさかクラッキングか。
それに海底ライナーの方もここ数日運行を停止しており、再開の見通しも伝えられていないそうです。
I hate that, like, every fucking bad person in this world, like in the franchise of Psychopaths, is a goddamn elite hacker. I don't understand this. Why is every bad person either associated with an elite hacker or is an elite hacker?
海底ライナーもか。ならお嬢ちゃんたちはどうやって佐渡海上市を脱出してきたんだ。言っちゃなんだが、あそこはライナーが動かないなら外界に出る手段はないだろうに。
You like strategy RPGs like Final Fantasy Tactics or Disgaea? I do like some strategy RPGs. The funny thing is I actually own like all the Disgaea games. I just haven't actually finished playing them. Let's see, Final Fantasy Tactics. I have not played Final Fantasy Tactics. I know I'm a horrible person. There's so many games I haven't played. I'm trying to rectify a lot of this on stream, so I would be less of a horrible person. It's a journey. The biggest undertaking that I want to try to do, I don't know if I'll actually be able to do, is once things settle down. I just moved recently, but I want to start my Final Fantasy block, and I've never actually completed any of the Final Fantasy games except for 11, which most people don't consider 11 and 14 as part of the Final Fantasies, but because they have the MMOs. But to me, they are. But 11 finally finished its story, so I actually called it complete on that. But I wanted to start with Final Fantasy 1 and just slowly go through all the games and do blind playthroughs if I can. Wasteland 2 is a great SRPG. I'm trying to remember that. Wasteland 2. Okay, it is not the game I thought about. So this is something else. Came out September 19th, 2014. I'll have to poke around at it, but yeah, I'm not familiar with this game.
それについてだが、夏休みに使用予定だった自家用ボートに乗り、命がけで脱出してきたそうだ。
ああ、個人所有のビーチからなら海へと出れる。考えたな、お嬢様たち。だが、相当勇気がないとできねえぞ、そんな真似。
それだけ状況が切羽詰まってるってことじゃない？ドローンもライナーも当てにならないなんて普通じゃ考えられないもの。
Oh, well, might be worth checking out then. I know I've probably played more like action RPGs. I also like some real-time strategy games. I don't know, my interests are varied quite a bit. As a kid, I guess as a high schooler, I played like Age of Kings and various other games at the time. I played the shit out of them online. I played the fuck out of Diablo 2 when I was in high school and early part of college. So, I don't know, I played a lot of different games. Never really completed a whole lot of different ones. And never really played most of the classics that most people consider. I don't know. I have a weird background in video games. I know most of them because I used to work in a video game shop, so I know about a lot of the classics people love, but I've never played most of them myself.
やっぱりアルファの仕業だろうな。一体今度は何を企んでいるんだ。
落ち着け。まだ奴の仕業だと決まったわけではない。
I just want to shoot this alpha person with a dominator. I want more dominator usage.
じゃあ、イノザさんはその子たちが嘘をついてるとでも言うのかよ。
Deception?
そうは言っていない。
Interesting.
まあ、嘘をついている可能性は低いだろう。自家用ボートを持ってるほどだ。裕福な家庭だろうし、そういった層は色相が安定している。わざわざ色相を濁らせて嘘をつく必要がない。
彼女たちの表情を確認できませんか？それだけでかなりの情報が読み取れます。訴えの真偽もつかめるでしょう。
Most of the things that I find myself playing are kind of shooters. I used to play the crap out of Call of Duty, but I kind of stopped when Advanced Warfare came out. Although I'm probably going to pick up Infinite Warfare. Then I've been a fan of the Battlefield franchise for a long time. I lost faith in it with Battlefield 4 a little bit, and Hardline was just a stupid joke. But Battlefront's been fun, and I'm really looking forward to Battlefield 1. So those are the games that I'm looking for, and I play Overwatch here and there. I stream it sometimes, but my monitor sucks for Overwatch. Seen a Dominator prop. Yes. If it's the same one that I know about or thinking about, I did see a cosplay prop someone actually made that actually converted over. It could electronically switch to the not the lethal mode, but it could switch to the paralyzer mode. It was really cool prop to see that someone actually made that.
すぐ手配します。
Soon after, we received footage of the girls from the base. After examining it, their sullen faces and bloodshot eyes were enough proof for me to believe they were not lying.
っちもつながったわよ。佐渡海上市内のリアルタイム映像。なんか回線重くてつなぐのに苦労したけど、見たところ平和な感じっぽいわね。
Looks peaceful, but there's no one fucking standing there.
カメラは切り替えられるか？
はいはい、お安いご用。どこを見る？
図書館を映してみてくれるか。この町の最初の事件で行った場所だ。
Peaceful park and library. Parents, couples, and friends were all seen walking. I don't see people walking in this photo at all. It was very strange to see such a sight. Company made the prop I saw. I think we might be still thinking of the same prop. But yeah, no, I remember seeing the prop before I actually seen the anime, so I didn't know what it was from, but now that you mention it, I think it might be the same one because it was a really cool transforming prop. Even more strange that the library was reopened.
なんで図書館が？あの扉は私たちが壊したはずです。
Deception has an anime feel to the games.
ああ、明らかにおかしい。端を見ろ。いないはずの人間まで映っている。
Oh, I see.
手をつないでるのは母親だよな。
Okay. I've not played the Deception series. Now that I've seen it, what it looks like, I recognize it. Yuya and Naoya with their mother, all holding hands. Wait, some of these people are gone. The fuck are they just walking around?
Okay. じゃあこの間の
Sounds like a trap.
を映してみましょうか。
No riot has ever occurred. It was full of students going in and out of classes. Yet another person who should not have been there.
あいつ船岡じゃん。暴動を起こしてた不良の。
This is weird. Like I'm looking at pre-recorded videos. Thought you might like it. I'm leaving some of these games open, and I will check them later off stream. Deception looks pretty, but I have to see if it's something I actually would play.
Drone やライナーにしたように監視カメラもクラッキングされ過去の映像が見えてるんだ。
Old footage is
何
being
者かが俺たちの目
interesting.
を欺こうとしている。
Why is everyone an elite hacker? This is so dumb.
通常の監視カメラから中の様子を確認するのは無理でしょう。空守分析官、他に市内の状況を確認する方法は？
なくもないけど、ちょっと面倒な相手なの
Dealing
よ
with that authority.
もったいぶらずに早く言え。
ああ、まあはいはい、わかったってば。でも
National
本当
Border
に面倒
Patrol.
な相手よ。だって国境警備隊だもの。あの海域はフリーゲート艦の巡回ルートに入ってるから、もしかしたら。
Where's the people in the video? Morons? Yeah, it's like static images. But there's no one there. You're talking about people there, but I don't see anyone.
いっそ様子を見に行ってくれればいいんだけど。
わかった。人命がかかっている。すぐ国防省に問い合わせよう。
Department of Defense replied, they could not change the frigate's course, but they could send us footage from the ship. What we ended up seeing was quite appalling.
まずいな。
Whoa.
予想以上だ。これは自然発生して疫病や食中毒なんてもんじゃないぞ。ここまで来ると、もはやウイルスか何かを使用したテロを疑ってもいいレベルだ。
Damn. Well, a lot of people just collapsed randomly.
ドローンは動いているが、正常な様子ではないな。
As the girls had claimed, drones picked up fallen civilians and took them to an unknown location. There was no hospital where they were headed to, and they ignored anyone else. Moreover, I noticed that the fallen civilians appeared to look dazed and ecstatic. It reminded me of how Shiori looked when she lost her sanity to Heaven's Gate. If
確
so,
証はありませんが、これまでの経緯を考えれば、ドローンおよび海底ライナー、カメラのクラッキングを行ったのはアルファだと推測されます。
I like watching anime on Kiss Anime, great website. Yeah, I used to watch pirated anime quite a bit, but I've gone legit a long time ago, so I usually shy away from sites like that. I subscribe to Crunchyroll.
それもおそらくこの状況を作り出すために
That's a choice I've made. I decided to just go legit.
こんな状況放っておけねえ。
確かにこれは非常事態だ。すぐに出動するぞ。輸送機の手配を。
はい。空の森分析官も同行お願いします。対アルファ用電子戦装備が必要になるでしょう。
はいはい、忙しくなってきたわね。
Once again, we headed back to that city. Maybe the one who had been pulling the strings had always been Alpha, an AI striving to make people happy by any means necessary. When a regular AI made a mistake, humans would fix it, but Alpha could process information and act accordingly without any modifications unless we stopped him. He would continue on his ruined path, making mistakes.
あなたをこのままにしてはいけない。必ず執行してみせる。平穏な社会のために。
When we landed inside a marine city, the place had become a wasteland beyond imagination. Hordes of people lied on the ground with a strange look on their faces. I tried waking them, but to no avail. They couldn't seem to feel anything, just like Shiori.
やはり前回と同じユーストレス欠乏性脳梗塞に似た症状です。ここで倒れているところを見ると急激に引き起こされたと見るべきでしょう。
前回と同じ。それって人為的に起こされてるってことですよね。
I subscribe to Funimation too. I watch non-Funimation series on Kiss Anime. True. Now, if it's something not licensed in the US, where you can't actually legit get it, then I do watch it by other means. But most everything is now licensed, and so it's just hard for me to justify doing that anymore unless I'm forced to. If you're not aware, Funimation and Crunchyroll actually have a deal now where their subscription is going to work across both platforms. I don't know how exactly it's going to work, but it's a very interesting partnership that they decided to do. I think it's cool. So basically what's going to happen is Funimation's going to stop doing subtitled stuff, and they're going to let Crunchyroll handle all of it. And Funimation's just going to focus on producing dubbed anime. So a lot of Funimation's catalog is now actually available on Crunchyroll. So that's interesting. Like Cowboy Bebop, for example, has never been on Crunchyroll, but you can now watch it on Crunchyroll. Psycho Pass is going to be on Crunchyroll also. So I don't know what the pricing model is going to work like, because like for me, I don't care about dubbed anime. Like I have Funimation's Subpass anime, or the Subpass subscription, but it's going away. And they're actually discontinuing it because of this new partnership. I already have a Crunchyroll subscription, but I don't know to what effect that this partnership is going to be. It's really cool, especially if I'll be able to see all of Funimation's subtitled stuff on Crunchyroll subscription. That would be awesome, because then that's almost all the anime in the US, because you have some other small players out there like Daisuke, and I know Netflix and Amazon kind of have like one or two here, but almost all the anime that's licensed to stream is going to be available on Crunchyroll pretty soon, which is fucking awesome, in my opinion. And that is one thing that I hate about fragmentation is everyone's like, oh, we can charge subscription fees, and juggling a whole bunch of those really does suck. And so you have to kind of just pick one. So I think Crunchyroll probably will be the better choice, unless you want to watch dubs. I don't know if you're a dub or sub fan. The only thing that really kills me about using stuff like Kiss Anime is I don't really disagree with. I mean, like, I don't mind as much of the whole piracy aspect. It's sites like that Kiss that monetize it. They'll put ads on their site and stuff and actually make money off of this. That's the part that bothers me about it. Like, I don't care as much about the subbers and stuff that just rip the broadcast shows and then put it out there on the internet. That doesn't bother me as much. It's the sites that actually will repost it and monetize their sites. That's the part that kills me.
はい。詳しくは倒れている人々を調べてみないとわかりませんが、ヘブンズドアーを摂取している可能性は高いと見ています。
わかった。倒れているものを回収次第、金森と久我たちで診断を頼む。しかし、あの事件の後、サプリの購入には制限が課せられたはず。なぜここまで大量に？
From afar, boisterous shots could be heard, a series of screams and cries, and the sound of glass shattering things breaking could be heard too.
ギノザさんやばいぜ。町の奴らが一部暴動を起こしてやがる。
Man, all shit's breaking
家に
loose.
押し入って強盗まで始める始末だ。
Picked Funimation because you liked dub. Okay, well, I mean, then Funimation would be a great choice for that. I know Crunchyroll doesn't have very many dubbed shows, so I don't know how this partnership is going to work. I'm very curious if that means Funimation is going to start dubbing some of the stuff Crunchyroll has, because I think that's going to be a win-win situation if they just primarily focus on dubbing and Crunchyroll focuses on subbing, because then one subscription is going to be the best of both worlds for everyone. So I think it's a really cool partnership, and I really hope it works.
なんだと？セキュリティはどうなっている？
中学校の生徒のように色相がクリアになっているのかもしれんぞ、ギノ。放っておけばここに倒れている奴らの仲間入りってな、あの時と状況が似ている。
久我たち、金森と協力し、倒れているものの分析を。残りのものは速やかに暴動の鎮圧に向かう。
I don't understand how this chapter is so goddamn long. All the other chapters have finished in about 2 to 2.5 hours, but this one I've been doing for almost 4 hours and it's still going.
幸せになった人たちを天国へ導くんだ。そう。苦しみも悲しみもない。
Alpha is really fucked up, dude. With a flick of my finger, thousands of drones mobilized, bringing all those who had reached their eternal happiness back home. These angels of mine would protect all of them. The eustress deficiency, now they could all flee from the confines of stress to a state void of pain and sorrow. This was the happiness that I, no, humans wished for. Everyone would continue to be under my divine providence. All they had to do was accept. I'd remove all their misery, pain, sorrow, and give them their happiness. Remove, remove, give, give, like a constant rhythm, they'd follow my beat as I controlled their minds, leaving their trivial desires behind.
けど、それでも色相がクリアにならない人たちがいるね。どうしてなのかな?
Those rioters experienced stress even though I had granted them happiness and clear hues. When the effects wear off, their hues will become clouded again.
幸せになりたくないのかな。わざわざ不幸を選んでしまうなんてバカだな。ああ、そっか。
Oh, great. Now he's getting the great of ideas, like, if you're not going to become clear, I'm just going to kill you now. I'd calculated various simulations, but even with all the drones there to maintain the livelihood of the already happy people, there wasn't room for everyone. I can't make you a vegetable, so I'm just going to murder you.
そんなことないよね。だってお母さんだって必要ないものは捨てちゃうべきだってきっと言うはずだもの。
Like Kanae had tried to kill her child who didn't meet her expectations, all there was left to do was eliminate all the unnecessary things. Jeez, I need to finish 2 anime, Spiral and Dramatical Murder. I like Spiral quite a bit. It's a really old show, but I like very well thought out puzzle type shows. Dramatical Murder I have not finished yet. I don't even remember how far I am into it.
お母さんは幸せな人を見るのが好きなんだ。だから不幸な人は消しておかなくっちゃ。うん。それできっと喜んでくれる。ちょうどよく公安局が来たね。一時的な管理は彼らに任せて、僕は効率的な間引きの方法を模索しようっと。
Yes, I'll create the world that Mother wished for, so don't forsaken me. Don't try to eliminate me again. Don't tell me what you don't need me.
必ず幸せな世界を作ってみせるから。
Patients were brought to the hospital where our temp HQ was located and treated. Thankfully, the hospital was not under duress and the machines were operating fine. Due to analyst Quadranomorides and my negotiations, we were allowed to use the hospital drones. They were more immune against hacking since they utilized an independent system. After leaving the primary nursing care to the hospital drones, analyst Quadranomori and I began our analysis. In the end, we were able to find 2 things. As we expected, the patient's comatose state was caused by an excessive consumption of Heaven's Gate, but they did not possess the required supplements or purchase them. While we were working on finding out why, Inspector Ginoza and the others returned from the suppression mission. They all suffered wounds and looked extremely exhausted.
空の森、久我たち、ビンゴだ。暴動を起こしている連中の色相も極めてクリアだった。
You guys don't look like you're tired and beaten.
ヤッコさんたち、サイコパスセキュリティを堂々と突破して、飲食店や薬局なんかを襲ってやがった。
本当に？それってまるっきり中学校で起きた暴動事件みたいじゃないの。
まあ放っておくわけにもいかんから丁重に保護させていただいたがな。
暴れると厄介だからここの隔離病棟に放り込ませてもらったぜ。
了解です。後ほど彼らの身体チェックも行います。
でも変なのよシオン。暴動を起こしていた連中の所持品も確認したけど、サプリみたいなものは何も持ってなかった。
何か特別な要因があるのかもしれん。引き続き捜査を続ける。久我たちと空の森は保護した者の身体検査。残りの者は引き続き俺と共に市内の調査に向かう。
Felt like I'm getting closer to being done, but shit.
ああ、早くみんなを助けてやらねえとな。
However, the investigation didn't go smoothly. The team was stuck between suppressing riots and protecting new victims. They had no time for anything else. From what we could see, the rioters all had a dysfunctional autonomic nervous system due to an overdose of Heaven's Gate, but that was all we could find out. Oh, you heard of Fibrain? Interesting drama and puzzles in the core of the series. Yes, I have seen all of Fibrain. Once I started watching it, I had to just marathon all of it. It was a really good series. I was surprised I enjoyed it so much. As time passed, the rioters' hues all declined. Like the captors of the middle school riot, their hues became clouded when the effects of the drug wore off. To make matters worse, our nursing care drones became short-staffed as more patients were rushed in. So analyst Kado Nomori and I had no choice but to stop and help.
まずいな。今の状態は対処療法に過ぎない。このままでは事態の解決にはつながらんぞ。
救助班と捜査班に分かれましょう。事態の解決は急務ですけど、やっぱり倒れている人を放っておくわけにはいきません。
賛成です。救助班の方に多くの手を割き、一人でも多くの市民を救えるよう力を尽くしましょう。その間に捜査班は原因の究明に力を尽くす。良い考えだと思います。
それしかないな。よし、俺が救助班の指揮を取る。捜査班の方だが。
Oh, shit balls. That was the wrong option. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits tonight. I'm getting really fucking tired right now. Caffeine is kind of wearing off and I really need to get some sleep for work tomorrow. So since I hit a choice finally, it's been a long drought from the last choice that I had to make. So I've saved at this one so I can continue on tomorrow probably. I'm hoping I can actually finish this playthrough tomorrow. And I don't know if I will start again and try to do a different route. I don't know yet, but we'll see. I haven't thought that far ahead. But we'll call it tonight. I do appreciate you guys stopping by and chilling and hanging out. I do love talking about anime, so you are welcome to stop by again and we can shoot the shit about more anime that we've seen, or if you're looking for some suggestions or anything. But yeah, Dark, you have a good night, man. Take it easy, and I will see you next time. Yeah, you should finish. Actually, you should finish Fibrain. Fibrain gets really good, especially around the 3rd season. So I recommend watching that too. Let me know how you like it. You could do Dramatical Murder too, although I need to finish that too, so I can't suggest that as much as I can Fibrain. Yeah, Twitch has been acting weird. I don't know why. It's just been acting strange. But yeah. Anyways, I'll catch you later, man. You have a good night. I am going to be now hosting Barugard, who's a great friend of mine. I believe he is currently playing BioShock. So, if you like BioShock, he's a really entertaining dude that likes to drink whiskey on stream. So, without further ado, I'm sending you guys over there.